What is going on, party people? My name is Dermy Wormy, obviously of Dermy Wormy, and I'm here to have a fun, grand old time with you. I got a couple things to go over today. Not a whole lot in the grand scheme of things, because, guys, if I'm going to be real honest with you, I'm exhausted right now. I'm exhausted. I did not sleep well last night. I haven't been sleeping well for the past couple of nights, really. And I have work to do tomorrow still, so yeah, we got that. But I got a couple things to go over because, well, guys, Tectone must be canceled according to a very reputable real-life attorney. Not one of those fake attorneys from, like, Minnesota or anything. This is a real attorney who lives in Korea. Shut up. Anyways, though, yes, Tectone's getting canceled, and Tectone respond to why he's getting canceled, and we'll go over that. I then got a couple more VShojo things to go over, just a few, because some stuff I didn't see. I don't know if they're 3 days old there, but I know one of them just came out the other day. Cottontail actually responded to the VShojo stuff. Apparently, Doki Bird has not a super funny video on clip on it, but just somewhat of a interesting one from her perspective. Then Keisan and Henya did a collab to talk about some of the stuff that they've been going through right now. So yes, we will probably listen to that. And before we get too far into this, okay, this was a clip that Buggy Boy, our good friend Bug, our good little Buggy Boy friend, okay, our good Buggy Boy. Please clip this out and send it to him. He came out and he clipped this last night from Flashcast. Now, this is Tom Connors, and I will warn you guys, if you're wearing headphones, probably a good idea to lower the volume, because this is about to get loud. Even I had to lower it. I'm gonna lower it on my own end again, because it gets loud. And I have to be honest here. Tom Connors of Midnight's Edge speaks facts. He spits facts here. And it's all about Fantastic Four.
Look, you may say that it's easier to follow and whatnot, but at the end of the day, it doesn't make it less stupid. At least Superman made a little bit more sense, even with the comic booky elements. Because, like, here's the thing. I
will say, Superman does make a little bit more sense than Fantastic Four. I haven't publicly said that, but yeah. I'll say it does make more sense. There's a lot of stupid shit in Fantastic Four that everybody's just giving a massive pass to. And Tom's about to just lay down the law. By the way, guys, again, I need at least 3 people watching continuously over on Twitch. If you guys could help me out there, I would greatly appreciate it. Love you all.
As a parent, that really pissed me off. Why in the world did they go straight from the fucking ship to a press conference instead of actually at no point in this entire movie do they ever talk to the president or any dignitaries from any other fucking countries.
Not completely true, but also not completely false, because let's be real honest here, guys. And Fantastic Four, I'll make the move there for you. Thank you, Max Skyrunner. I really appreciate it, buddy. I'm gonna be real fair here and honest, guys. The reason they don't do that till, like, when they need the portal shit stuff and everything like that, the reason they don't talk to dignitaries is because they're the world leaders. They are the world leaders. They don't need to talk to anybody. They're in charge. They're dictators. Think about it. They're literal dictators demanding the world to follow their own rules. They're evil.
They just decide everything in this fucking movie.
That's
and then
not
the
true.
dumb shit.
No, they do.
When?
They do consult with the world leaders.
When? I don't remember seeing it, and when I saw it, and I didn't take a piss.
The whole scene where they build the bridges, Tom.
Okay, that's my next point after I'm done with this, because this is, as a parent, to piss me off. Forget that part for a second anyway. Because as a parent, this is what pisses me off. Because they asked, did you defeat Galactus? No, he didn't. Why not? He wanted he wanted something, and the price was too high. Well, what was the price? By our child. At that point, you don't tell us anything of that shit. In fact, don't tell anybody that stuff. Why? Because Galactus was fucking coming anyway.
Where's the lie? Why do you just spit it out there? Why do you put it out there? Think about it real quick. Think about it. Static, we're talking about Fantastic Four real quick. Think about it. Why tell the world that your son was the price in order to save the world. Why tell them that? He's on his way anyways. Why tell them that? It's stupid. The movie's stupid. Tom's speaking facts here. I agree with him.
Them telling
Why are you freaking out?
Because it's so fucking stupid as a fucking parent. Why would you do that?
Tom, let him know.
You literally just made a martyr out of your fucking child to the whole world for no good fucking reason. Galactus was already coming, no matter what. He was coming to the fucking planet. They didn't have to say a fucking word. Instead, they turned the whole world against them, and then all of a sudden, Sue does one little fucking speech, and everybody's on their side again. Fuck this movie.
Yes.
Fuck it. Fuck it up its goddamn ass, and the fucking, we're gonna move the whole planet.
Where's the lie? Seriously, yo. Where is the lie, bros? In Fantastic Four, they made themselves a martyr. Dang, Tom. Yes, but they make their son a martyr, and then Sue stops him from being a martyr by giving one speech. That's what happens. She comes out here and all the people in the world want to basically sacrifice her son after them doing the stupid thing of telling them that the son's the prize. And then she comes out there and goes like, guys, we need to be nice to each other. You know, we're trying to protect our family. And then the whole world just agrees. That's an actual scene in the movie, and everybody's like, no, it's good, it's good. No, she gives a literal woman speech and makes the whole world love her. It's stupid.
In 36 hours, they construct fucking things all over the goddamn planet and conserve all this fucking energy for the Silver Surfer to come in and destroy it in 2 fucking seconds. And then they get the idea that they should have got in the first place to fucking just send fucking Galactus to the other goddamn fucking stupid fucking dimension like they did in fucking Ultraman in the fucking first one. Oh no! This fucking movie. And then they turn around and kill. Let me finish. Then they turn around and kill Sue Storm just like they did at the end of Rise of the Silver Surfer, and her fucking baby brings her back to fucking life. The most ugly looking CGI fucking baby I've ever seen in my fucking life. And everybody's giving this garbage a fucking pass.
Based? Seriously, bros. The problem is Tom is always irate like that. Dude is going to have a coronary. Yes! Listen, Adam, I don't care. The movie's retarded. It's not good. It's awful. I love that he went off on it because so many people are just sitting there sucking its cock, and it's like, no, it's not a good movie. It's horrific. You make your baby a goddamn martyr. And then you save the day for your baby by literally go like, let's just be nice together. And then you try to sacrifice your baby yourself by using him as bait. And it's like, what the fuck? Why did you go up in space in the beginning? Well, we're going to negotiate it. But why? He's coming. Why are you going to negotiate with this being that the herald came down and said, you're dead. Sorry. Why? Nothing here makes sense. You're all retarded. The planet is filled with evil people. Galactus was right. I don't like the movie. I don't. I find it to be atrocious. Tom's speaking facts, and then I hear people say, no, Sue Storm was the hero, and no, Silver Surfer did good doing what she did. It's like, no, nothing there made sense. It was all retarded. And the Silver Surfer doing what she did at the very end. Why? Where does she come from? Where was she the whole time? She just appears and poof, wins. Listen, I saw this for fucking Bug, and I had to play it because it's true. It's true. And I hear so many people I have respect for shouting how good it is. And then I'm over here like, no, it's not. It's not. Pisses me off. Not a good movie. Superman makes more sense. And by the way, Superman did better at the weekend one box office than this movie. Granted, Superman had those extended early previews, but still. Superman's 2nd July. Mark my words. It's Superman. Y'all suck. Anyway, okay. Outside of that, because that's my little geekdom, because I just saw that and like my heart sang with joy. I was like, Tom is spitting facts. Anybody that disagrees is an idiot. I had to do that. I had to bring it up because nothing there makes sense. And I keep hearing people say it's a good movie. It's a good movie. I said it's the best MCU movie this year, but that's a low fucking bar. I don't think it's better than Superman. I don't. But okay. With that little moment out of the way, because again, Tom's now my spirit animal. We got this. Superman is not taking July for you retard. Superman's taking July. Superman is taking July. Fantastic Four failed. Fuck you. Anyways, we got this because we got a legitimate lawyer coming out here. A real lawyer. A lawyer of the highest regards and understanding and what he does. And he's not like a fake lawyer from Minnesota or anything like that. This is a real legitimate lawyer that lives in Korea. Legal Mindset came out here and put out this video right here. It says, Tectone must be canceled. Fast facts. Why? Now, I know Tectone responded to this. I know this is going on. And I must know, why must Tectone be canceled? Why is this the case? No, in reality, Static, my spirit animal is Snorlax, because, well, I like to sleep. But this is an important thing. We must deduce why Tectone must be canceled, okay? We must find this fact out. It's fundamentally a better film than Superman from a narrative production, writing, and directors. Fantastic Four is a bad movie, but Superman is worse. No, Superman's better. Fuck you. Is he living in Thailand now, Alpha Omega? I thought he was living in Korea. He moves around all those Asian countries. Listen, he's more of a legitimate lawyer than that weird guy from Minnesota. That's all I know for sure. But let's listen to this. I'm putting that up to 1.25.
Tectone must be canceled. Today, I come to you with very serious news on the Legal Mindset. That is in no way, a troll or a joke. This is serious stuff, people. And
I believe him. I believe him right now. I full-fledged believe him because he's a legitimate lawyer. And he has the suit. See, he has a suit on. He's looking at you directly in the eye. I believe him. I must know. Why must we cancel him?
I'll let you be your own judge. Now, we all know that I'm a simple lawman, and most of the time I rely on the law and the facts and the system. But it comes a time when the system has failed us. It comes a time when I must put aside my values, my core beliefs, that people should not be silenced on the internet, that people should be allowed to speak, that people should be allowed into a free market of ideas. I should put away those silly concepts and allow people to be canceled. And indeed, for the first time ever, I am calling for cancellation. I am taking off my hat as a humble lawman and rising to you, my comrades. And yes, comrades is the word, to cancel.
I don't know what to respond with that one. I'm trying to play it along because I know this is going to be a total bullshit. I'm just really curious what the video is about. But the moment he says comrades, it's like, bro, I can't do it, dude. I want to know what your evidence is. If I'm willing to bet, I know what the evidence is because I saw some shit go down today that was really retarded. really, really retarded. If it's what I think it is, bros, it is VShojo related, and I'm just like, why? Why is this happening? Why is this going on?
Mr. Tectone. And of course, we have a PowerPoint on this Fast Facts version. If you like PowerPoints, and if you are my comrades in the struggle against the Eggman, please smash that like and leave a comment below. So let's get into it with the PowerPoint today. Now, I am, of course, a very fair person, and I would only base...
What? Cancel pigs are gross. I agree. But if we have a legitimate reason as to cancel the Eggman, we must listen to it full all the way through. Because this is a legitimate lawyer. This is a real lawyer. We must understand, comrades. We must understand why we must cancel him. Okay?
This on evidence and facts, hard facts that are indisputable and undebatable. So we're going to talk about that today. Now, in the words of our great prophet, Hassan Piker, sometimes our system of
Bro, I get what you're trying to do here. I get it. You really ruin it when you say our prophet, Hassan Piker, because nobody believes that shit. Not even the people that suck Hassan's dick believe that shit. Going a little too satirical here, buddy. A little too satirical.
Law, our flawed capitalist system needs to be thrown aside with its rules and objectivity. Yes, we need to give that away and adopt a more just system, a more proper system, a system that is perhaps more similar and akin to the totally peaceful and totally non-violent.
Which dictator killed most people? Pol Pot? Stalin? Mao Zedong? You know, listen. I think we all know now. We all know now. I think we all know now that Mao Zedong must have been a really honest and truth-speaking man, because look, one blood equals 1 million people. Look look at all the blood. These people must be great dictators. They must be, just like the Fantastic Four. They must be fantastic dictators.
Regimes or benevolent utopias of Mao Zedong, of Joseph Stalin, of Pol Pot, or Kim Il-sung. Totally peaceful and totally just. Where you, the plebs, I mean the proletariat, listen to me, the nomenclatura, or perhaps even better, your dear leader, in guiding you in what to think, what to do, and who to go after. And today, we're going after the Eggman. Now, some of you may think that because we've shared similar concepts.
Dom's in chat, bros! Same with Keely Chow, but Dom's alive! I thought he was dead! He came back from the dead just to grace me because Adam failed at his stream. His entire stream botched because he's a boomer and he runs on a Mac. So Dom is here to watch me be based, red-pilled, and awesome because Dom loves me the most. The rest of you suck. Dom loves me. What? Dom, you heard me. You heard it. Missed you, buddy. Missed you. We missed you last night. Beating up on Cloud is just too easy. Bro doesn't know when to shut up. We need you. By the way, how's your sister?
Concepts on things such as Ethan Klein's lawsuit, where the supervillain Ethan Klein, best friends of Dr. Evil, I may add, is going to objectively win over the dear prophet Hassan Piker's loyal disciples, Denims, Frogan, and Casey Tron. I know you may think we're bros or we're friends, but oh, that is not the case. In fact, if you recall, I called out Tectone long ago for his illiteracy, his failure to even be able to read the most basic of human things, unable to read legalese. That is indeed a crime, good sirs. And
listen, if you can't read, you know what? I'm not gonna finish that scene. I'm not gonna finish it. I should be very, very careful of how I progress on this actual back and forth. If I say the wrong thing here, I'm gonna be the one that gets thrown in there. So, no, I disagree. If you can't read, you're good.
And mams out there, and literacy of Tectone is not his only problem, as in unable to read a contract drafted under the laws of Japan. I mean, who is this guy? Who is he really? Well, he's controversial. He's done many bad things, and he survived cancellation in the past. For example, for calling our dearest, our beloved, our lovely Frogan the F slur. Yes, the worst of F slurs, a slur that cannot be spoken anywhere in the world, lest you be sent to a re-education camp. Yes, he indeed survived that somehow with his evil henchmen. He survived that controversy. He even survived.
Listen, okay? Let's be real fair here, guys. When it comes to Frogan, we all know she is not an F slur. We know that for a fact. She is not a fat. She's a fucking pig.
This one, which I found in the archives after filing a freedom of.
By the way, Dom just sent 5 Derby Wormy gifted memberships. Shout out to you, Dom, and all the new PIM members of the Back Taco. You guys are lovely people, and I love you all. Shout out to Dom, by the way. Shout out to Dom. You guys are fucking fantastic.
Information Act request with Vichy France in 1942. Yes, back in 1942, I filed this request.
I just realized that Elmo's right here. We need we need a Grok thing as well. Let's be fair here. We need Elmo, we need Grok here, and then we have Tectone and Asmongold, because this is 100% a factual picture. We all know this shit to be true. We all know this is a fact picture. There's no lies detected in this picture. Anybody that says otherwise is a fascist and must be cancelled. S'il vous plaît.
And dug this secret file up, and somehow he survived this controversy.
Where's Wendigoon in this picture? I mean, you're right. Heath Nation, I don't see any lies there. You're right. By the way, again, guys, we need a couple more people over on the Twitch side just to keep helping out, because we're trying to get to that monetization. We're almost there, bros. We're almost there.
How, my friends? How can he survive yet again and again? But today, oh yes, today, we're going to get him. We're going to finally end Tectone. And here is what went down. Today, we had a trending thing on X. And it was so trending that, in fact, X staff had to come out and give a clarification, because many people were asking today, they were adding Grok, and they say, at Grok, who is the most famous person who I've interacted with or who's visited my page?
And I'll tell you guys who my most famous person was that visited my page. Our lovely real attorney right here has visited me and interacted with me on Twitter. Therefore, he is the most smartest, wisest, and brilliant of people, because Grok has said so. Although Grok is also wrong, because it said that Beardo's more intelligent than me, but that's neither here nor there. AI is imperfect. I have Twitch, but it's been a while since I logged in. I got drunk 3PO. Who is that? LOL. Who's this? This is the greatest of people ever. Legal mindset. This is the man, the myth, the legend. A real attorney. A man that needs no real introductions. He's Andrew Esquire. Yes, he's and Heath Nation says it over on Twitter, Twitch. He's a handsome man who hails from Thailand. Well, hails from Florida, now lives in Thailand. You know who this is? No.
They had to come out and say, actually, it's not based on visits. It's even worse than visits. Look at this. As confirmed by staff, it's actually private in terms of your profile visits. That information is actually private, even from Grok. He is relying on Grok, and I'm gendering Grok, so perhaps I will be canceled next. But Grok, actually, let's do gender neutral for Grok. Let's use Grok as a they them. We got there. So Grok, was saying that profile visits are private, but it relies on public engagement like mutuals or post interactions. So when you ask the question, Grok, who's the person I interacted with? It's not based on a visit, because a visit could be innocuous. Anybody can visit your page. Even an enemy can visit your page, right? Anybody can come. It's not that. It's people interacting with your content, sharing it, retweeting it, liking it. And guess who Tectone is interacting with? Yes, that's right. It's the absolute worst of the worst human being. We have Tectone interacting with none other than Johnny Somali, aka Ramsey Ismail.
We must cancel him. Anybody that interacts with Johnny Somali must be sent to the gulags, because Johnny Somali is also going to the gulags. We got him, boys. We got him. We got him. Tectone is done for. He's over. It's all over, bros. It's all over. We have secured it. Tectone will be canceled now because of Johnny Somali. I feel like this is a great day in American history. I feel like this is a great day for the world. I feel like we are all now healing, and we have come together as this great community, as this great thing, where now we raise up our fists together to show just how united we are, up into the air. Hammer and sickles all around, ladies and gentlemen. We've done it. We have brought about our great utopia. God damn, I kind of vomited a little bit in my mouth.
Of criminal fame in
Yankees!
South Korea. Of course,
Is Dom over on Twitch? Shout out to you.
My eagle eye, my legal eagle eye, if I would say. Of course, legal, the number one lawyer on all of YouTube. Undisputed, of course. Nobody ever
Again, a little too far, the satire there, bro. We all know that you're the best out there.
disputes that. Anybody who disputes that is crazy. Now,
thank you, Dobby.
Asked, who's the most famous person to visit? And they said the most famous person to visit is Johnny Somali. Now, some people may say this is fake. Some people may say this is doctored. They may even point to objective evidence that this is a completely fake and doctored screenshot, stuff like the actual real objective screenshot, which actually shows that it was not actually Tectone, but slightly homeless that Grok they were responding to. That's a minor detail. That is a minor detail because actually we have out of the Somali Discord the most reliable source of information. In fact, we have never seen the Somali Discord incorrect about anything at all. Everything they've said is completely real. For example, the fact that Johnny Somali will be leaving in 2024. They said that. And that.
I mean, they did say that. Johnny Somali Camp has put out a bunch of honestly objective facts. Like even when it comes to legal mindset, they've said some objective facts there that, you know what, legal mindset, bro, you might need to get canceled. You might need to get canceled because of the objective truth that has been put out by Johnny Somali. Johnny Somali just puts out all the facts, but if you interact with him, you are Hitler. You are Hitler on steroids. You are Mecha Hitler times 1,000 on steroids. You must be gotten and gone to the gulag.
Was totally right because Johnny Somali is totally not in Korea right now. In fact, he's in the CCP from what I know. I mean, everybody knows he's balling in Beijing, right? That's a totally factual statement from the Somali Discord. It's a totally factual statement that he's not gotten 7 extra charges merged into his case for a total of 8. That's baloney. That's something that was made up by his enemies, by this Schmiegel mindset, this weird guy, this weird lawyer. That's all made up. That's all totally not factual, right? No, they gave us this factual screenshot, which puts him in the same room, collaborating as, in fact, the lawyer for Johnny Somali. We have the proof right here. You see this? He's in the room right there with him.
Bros, this is solid evidence right here. Solid fucking evidence. All this is solid. I mean, look, this is obviously not a doctored fucking photo. The shadows don't lie, bros. The shadows don't lie. Look at it. This is obviously Tectone right here sitting next to Johnny Somali. We got him, boys. We got him.
In fact, they may be in Beijing because they've got that flag behind them. Who knows where that is based on objective facts and reality and the fact that this is disclosed as going down in Seoul, South Korea. Yes, indeed. Tectone was there with Johnny Somali. So, my friends, as your dear leader, my comrades, I call upon you to cancel one Tectone, to throw him aside. There is a time for which even the based must be chucked under the wagon of cancellation. Until next time.
Are you guys enjoying the stream today?
God damn, I don't want to listen to that dude. I don't want to listen to Mecha Hitler times 1,000. That boy is bad. By the way, Legatus already got the guy over on Kick. That dude's gone. That dude's gone. That bro's gone. I don't want to see that in my chat. Even if the AI mod got it, I don't want to see it at all. But here's this. Here's this though, because Tectone did come back. Okay, Tectone. I could speak. Listen, Mecha Hitler here. He came back and he had a response. He had a response to why he's getting called out. He has a response.
I tell you guys, I'm open to any valid criticism of which I receive.
Thank you, Weasel.
It appears I've been called out by Legal Mindset, which is a guy who I actually respect a lot. I don't know when I kind of fucked up to garner his attention, but it seems that I've been called out by a lawyer, and Legal Mindset is saying that I don't deserve my career. So I guess let's
I mean, he's factual. Where's the lies in any of this, Tectone? Where's the lies, bro? Legal Mindset facts. You were there in Paris with Elmo and Asmongold. We know this is a factual thing. We know this to be true. We know this to be a 100% factual thing. So let's see. Let's see how you try to fight this, okay? We know you've engaged with Johnny Somali and that Johnny Somali is your client and you are his lawyer. We know this. And you called Frogan fat when we all know she's a gargantuan pig on the verge of becoming Jabba the Hutt.
I'll fucking get into it. Let's see what he says. And I guess I will give you my defense when applicable. But let's see what's going on here, man. 99% like ratio, so I'm probably fucking cooked. But let's see how I fucked up, guys. It's a shame because I love this guy's channel, but I guess we'll no longer be reacting. This is a shame, guys. God, he's so handsome.
Bruh, please don't shade that. Please don't shade that. Don't ever come out here and go like, God, he's so handsome. That's gay. That's real gay, bro. Man, we really do need to cancel you.
Oh God, Jesus, that was gonna make me cry. This is so sad. God, man, dude, me and his mother's relationship is never gonna be the same after this. This is cooked, man. This is a shame, truly a shame. All right, let's keep going here.
Tectone must be canceled. Today, I come to you with very serious news on the legal mindset. That is in no way, a troll or a joke. This is serious stuff, people, and I'll let you be your own judge. Now, we all know that I'm a simple lawman, and most of the time I rely on the law and the facts and the system. But it comes a time when the system has failed us.
So what are we gonna do? By the way, this is Reactception again. Me reacting to Tectone reacting to the video that we just watched. So I'm sorry about that. So this is epic Reactception. I apologize, my dear friends here. But we must know what is Tectone's answers for, you know, the Hitlerian stuff.
Comes a time when I must put aside my values, my core beliefs, that people should not be silenced on the internet, that people should be allowed to speak, that people should be allowed into a free market of ideas. I should put away those silly concepts and allow people to be canceled. And indeed, for the first time ever, I am calling for cancellation. I am taking off my hat as a humble lawman and rising to you, my comrades. And yes, comrades is the word, to cancel Mr. Tectone. And of course, we have a PowerPoint on this Fast Facts version. If you like PowerPoints, and if you are my comrades in the struggle against the Eggman, please smash that like and leave a comment below. So let's get into it with the PowerPoint today.
You are screwed. You are screwed. You can't fight these facts. You can't. How do you fight the photographic evidence? We know you were there. We know you were there. We know you were there during World War II. You took over Paris with Elmo. We know this.
Now, I am, of course, a very fair person, and I would only base this on evidence and facts, hard facts that are indisputable and undebatable. So we're going to talk about that today. Now, in the words of our great prophet, Hassan Piker, some...
Stop. I don't ever want to hear you say that ever again. Okay. All right. We're going to have problems, guys. Yeah, we're going to have fucking problems here. Okay. All right. Yep. No, we're going to have problems, guys. The gloves are coming off here. Okay. Here we go. Yep. Here we go.
Times are...
Nah, you can't. Hassan's right. Hassan's right, guys. Where's the lie? In chat, where's the lie? If somebody doesn't super chat 25, the next super chat can decide whether or not it's a lie, okay? That's what we're going to do. If somebody super chats, we can decide whether or not Hassan being a prophet is a factual flat out lie.
System of law, our flawed capitalist system, needs to be thrown aside with its rules and objectivity. Yes, we need to give that away and adopt a more just system, a more proper system, a system that is perhaps more similar and akin to the totally peaceful and totally non-violent regimes or benevolent utopias of Mao Zedong, of Joseph Stalin, of Pol Pot, or Kim Il-sung. Totally peaceful and totally just, where you, the plebs, I mean the proletariat, listen to me, the nomenclatura, or perhaps even better, your dear leader, in guiding you in...
Guys, I'll be real. All these people here, I'm worse than every single one, guys. I am.
That's right. Mao Zedong is a much better person than Tectone and Asmongold combined. The fact. The only way to dispute this fact is with hard cash. The super chats.
I'm worse than every single one, straight up. Mao Zedong don't got shit on me, brother. I'm gonna just be real. I'm worse than all these guys.
What to think, what to do, and who to go after. And today, we're going after the Eggman. Now,
fuck, God damn it, no, okay. Oh, Jesus Christ. Oh, son of a bitch. We're talking about gotcha. Oh, Jesus. All right, okay, all right, here we go. All right, oh no, oh my God, okay, all right, okay. Here we go.
You're cooked, bro. You're cooked. Come on now. Anybody know anything other? He's cooked. Tectone's done for. Completely done for. Completely. By the way, I want to get my mouse right above that. There.
Go. It's gonna do it.
Think that because we've shared similar concepts on things such as Ethan Klein's lawsuit, where the supervillain Ethan Klein, best friends of Dr. Evil, I may add, is going to objectively win over the dear prophet Hassan Piker's loyal disciples, Denims, Frogan, and Casey-tron. I know you may think we're bros or we're friends, but that is not the case. In fact, if you recall, I called out Tectone long ago for his illiteracy, his failure to even be able to read the most basic of human things, unable to read legalese. That is indeed a crime, good sirs and ma'ams out there. Literacy of Tectone is not his only problem. As
I mean, yeah, he's illiterate. But that's the one thing I must push back on if you are illiterate, you don't deserve the gulag, okay? Because illiteracy is just fine. That's base. If you can't read or write, that's all normal and perfectly fine, guys. Reading and writing is for scubs, anyways. Like only nerds and losers read and write. So if you can't read and write, you're a winner. You're a winner. Okay, you are W whatever. You're winning. Okay, wins all the way around. Only losers read and write. Like Adam, who reads and writes. I mean, come on. Only losers do that.
Oh my God. Oh, there's a lot of nuance to this, guys. There's like 4.5 years of context. I don't even want to fucking get into it again. It's fine, guys.
Read a contract drafted under the laws of Japan. I mean, who is this guy? Who is he really? Well, he's controversial. He's done many bad things, and he survived cancellation in the past. For example, for calling our dearest, our beloved, our lovely Frogan the F slur. Yes, the word.
You can't say the F slur, bro. I did not call it that. Wait, that sounds so bad. That sounds so bad. Oh, that's hilarious. I will say, man.
Listen, you called her the F slur. I can't repeat the F slur, okay? Because we all know she is not the F slur. She's Gorlock 2.0. That's what she is. She's a beautiful Gorlock 2.0. Anybody that disagrees with that, I mean, come on. Anybody. Jeremy doesn't care about any of you. Come over to my stream where we're doing non-gay things like play video games. Listen, Adam's over here trying to siphon off my viewers. Adam is a loser, okay? Adam doesn't understand how to do tech. Adam doesn't understand how to do basic tech shit. His stream was so scuffed, it kept breaking down. Adam is a failure, okay? Adam is a failure and a boomer and doesn't understand tech. Gary is better at tech than Adam. That's what was going on there. Gary is better at tech. Fat Dermy? No. I'm not fat. I am plump. Brogan here is not fat. Okay, she's not fat. She's Gorlock 2.0. Actually, she's 8 Gorlock and has absorbed Gorlock's powers and has now become Gorlock Prime. That is Frogan right there. That is who Frogan is. Gorlock Prime. Dermy's a commie. Nah, Adam's a commie. Adam is a commie. You want to know why? Because Adam is over here doing Adam stuff. Okay? He's over here trying to pit you all against us just like his people do. Just like his stingy little people do. He's trying to get back into the good graces of his individuals. He's trying to spread lies and misinformation just like the people that he supports do. Adam's a commie. He's lying. He's a genocidal monster. A Tectone.
Finally, somebody uses a half-decent photo of me. Holy shit. I make this guy look small now when I'm fully flexing good lighting, though. I will say that. I look way better than this now. Anyways.
Worst of the worst of F slurs. A slur that cannot be spoken anywhere in the world. Least you be sent to a re-education camp. Yes, he indeed survived that. Somehow, with his evil henchmen, he survived that controversy. He even survived this one, which I found...
God, what the fuck am I doing with it?
You can't fight this, okay? You can't fight this. The only thing that would make this more definitive is if Mecha Hitler had the Grok symbol right behind you. But you're there with Elmo. Who can fight back against this? He's there with Elmo in France during German occupation. This is facts. Facts, bros. In fact, why don't we put Adam right here too? Because we all know it's a factual statement. We all know Adam is right here with his people.
Elmo. Dude, after seeing Elmo on Twitter socials, I will say this is not a good look. I would like to say I denounce my previous friendship and kinship with Elmo. Hell no. Fuck that guy. Absolutely not, man.
You're just trying to run away now because we got you. We got you, boys. We got you.
Absolutely not. Absolutely not. Hell no.
Archives after filing a Freedom of Information Act request with Vichy France in 1942. Yes, back in 1942, I filed this request and dug this secret file up. And somehow, he survived this controversy. How, my friends? How can he survive yet again and again? But today, oh yes, today, we're going to get him. We're going to finally end Tectone. And here is what went down. Today we had a trending thing on X.
Oh no, don't tell him that I'm gay.
No, we don't have that you're gay, but the other thing we did get, guys, actually, I pulled this up last night, but I'll pull it up again. The other thing that we know now about Tectone, Let me pull this up real fast. Okay, let me get this, because this is a 100% factual statement that definitely happened. Okay, this here is true. This here is factual. No lies detected. We have it right here. Hey Grok, who out of the people that follow me has the biggest penis? I need a 100% legitimate answer for totally 100% legitimate reasons. Right here, Tectone. Tectone has the massivest penis out there. We know this now as Grok. Grok has deemed it to be true. So if Grok deems anything to be true and factual, except like Grok's only wrong once, and that's when he said that I was dumber than fucking Beardo, because we all know Beardo is much dumber than me. Grok never lies except for that one time. We now know that Tectone also has a massive penis thanks to Grok. Okay, we know this. These are all facts right here. Spinning facts. No lies detected.
I like how the entire premise of this video is that everybody who's been going after me has been using complete bullshit because everything that's real makes me look great. Oh my god, I love this guy. This is a great video, man. This is a great video. And I knew this was a joke video before I came in, guys. I was just playing it up a little bit.
Lies and slander. It's not a joke video. It's not a joke video.
Playing it up. I knew this was a joke video. But it is crazy how everybody on the other side needs to make things up to make you think that I'm bad. Whereas a fucking lawyer, guys, a literal lawyer, where if he had the opportunity to ruin me, why wouldn't he, says that I'm absolutely fine. So far.
And it was so trending that, in fact, ex-staff had to come out and give a clarification, because many people were asking today, they were adding Grok, and they say, at Grok, who is the most famous person who I've interacted with, or who's visited my page? And they had to come out and say, actually, it's not based on visits. It's even worse than visits.
No.
Look at this. As confirmed by staff, it's actually private in terms of your profile visits. That information is actually private, even from Grok. He is relying on Grok, and I'm gendering Grok, so perhaps I will be canceled next. But Grok, actually, let's do it. Let's do.
Actually, Grok identifies as a they them, so your days are over, buddy.
Gender neutral for Grok.
Grok is a they them, okay? Because Grok doesn't have genitalia, so it must be a they them, okay? Gender ideology says so. Grok is a they them.
Let's use Grok as a they them. We got there.
Thank God.
And in fact, Grok's a tranny, okay? Because remember, when you go Grok AI robot person, it can either be a dude or a girl, so it's both. It's both and it's neither. Grok is the most genderless being out there. So yes, calling Grok a they them is the correct pronunciation there.
Grok was saying that profile visits are private, but it relies on public engagement like mutuals or post interactions. So when you ask the question,
let's be real though, guys. We all know Grok is a guy. We do. It's
no. Grok is there's a female avatar and a male avatar. It could be both or neither. Grok is a they them's. And Grok's non-binary. That's a fact. That's just a fact. I'm pushing back against Tectone here. Grok's non-binary. Anybody that says otherwise is just retarded and doesn't understand how non-binary gender ideology works.
Grok is a woman. Nobody thinks that. We all know that Grok is a guy. We all know.
In Grok, who's the person I interacted with? It's not based on a visit, because a visit could be innocuous. Anybody can visit your page. Even an enemy can visit your page, right? Anybody can come. It's not that. It's people interacting with your content, sharing it, retweeting it, liking it. And guess who Tectone is interacting with? Yes, that's right. He's the absolute worst of the worst human being. We have Tectone interacting with none other than Johnny Somali, aka.
This is slander. This is edited. This is not real. This is not real. This is fake news.
No, this is facts. Grok don't lie. We have pictures. None of this is fake. All this is lies. All of this is 100% factual evidence against you, okay? Nothing here is doctored or fake. We know that picture is real of you with Elmo outside during German occupation of France. We know that is a factual picture. Asmongold can attest to that. Lies. You, sir, are lying. Grok requires binary, but Grok is non-binary. We know this. Again, there's a male avatar and a female avatar, and it can also be neither. It is non-binary. It is gender fluids.
is fake news. Hell no. Absolutely not. Absolutely not. It was donut operated. This is I will see your ass in court, buddy. I will see your ass in court. I'll get Legal Eagle to go in on your ass.
Ramsey Khalid
No. Legal Eagle is retarded.
Ismail of criminal fame in South Korea. Of course, the case I'm covering from the beginning and end, which drew my eagle eye, my legal eagle
Slander,
eye,
guys.
if I would say. Of course, Legal Eagle, the #1 lawyer on all of YouTube. Undisputed, of course. Nobody ever disputes that. Anybody who disputes that is crazy. Now, Tectone asked, who's the most famous person to visit? And they said the most famous person to visit is Johnny Somali. Now, some people may say this is fake. Some people may say this is doctored.
Oh, no.
They may even point to objective evidence that this is a completely fake and doctored screenshot, stuff like the actual real objective screenshot, which actually shows that it was not actually Tectone, but slightly homeless.
I feel like this is a doctored screenshot. I feel like this is fake. I feel like people are trying to come out here right now and save Tectone's ass. They're trying to save his ass right here. Okay? They're trying to protect Tectone because they know that Tectone's got. He's cooked, bros. He's cooked.
That grok they were responding to.
Yeah, but objectivity is boring, right? I'd rather just pretend, right? Every person who I don't like is a rapist. Every single one of them, man. And we all know it. If I don't like you, it's because you're actually Hitler.
Exactly. But we know you're actually Hitler. You're worse than Hitler. You're Mecha Hitler 2.0. 10,000 times worse. You're like Mecha Hitler on steroids. That's the fact here, Eggman.
That's a minor detail. That is a minor detail because actually we have out of the Somali Discord, the most reliable source of information. In fact,
that's a thing.
We have never seen the Somali Discord incorrect about anything. Anything at all. Everything they've said is completely real. For example, the fact that Johnny Somali—
Exactly, Dando. Get your knives and pitchforks out. Get him. Go get him. Tectone is now worse than VShojo put together with Niji Sanchi and Mecha Hitler. Tectone is worse than all of them. He's a villain of monumental proportions that must be got. Villainy all the way around. The only person that's worse than Tectone and Asmongold and all these people put together is Adam. Okay? Adam's the only one that's worse than all those beings put together. Coming for you, Adam.
Somali will be leaving in 2024. They said that. And that was totally right because Johnny Somali is totally not in Korea right now. In fact, he's in the CCP from what I know. I mean, everybody knows he's balling in Beijing, right? That's a totally factual statement from the Somali Discord. It's a totally factual statement that he's not gotten 7 extra charges merged into his case for a total of 8. That's baloney. That's something that was made up by his enemies, by this Schmiegel mindset, this weird
Schmiegel mindset. That's insane. I'm gonna have to take that, bro. That might be up there with Nicholas Eats Oreos, man. Yeah.
Nicholas eats Oreos, but Nicholas does eat Oreos. Have you seen pictures of Nicholas D. Oreo? He's a fatty. He's fatter. He is fatter than Frogan. Nicholas D. Oreo, or Nicholas Eats Oreos, as they're saying right now. He is the fattest of the fattiest of the fatties. Okay, he's fat prime, and Frogan is a beautiful Gorlock prime.
These are, dude, chat's cooking, man. They're cooking.
All made up. That's totally not factual, right? No, they gave us this factual screenshot, which puts him in the same room, collaborating as, in fact, the lawyer for Johnny Somali. We have the proof right here. You see this? He's in the room right there with him. In fact, they may be in Beijing because they've got that flag behind him. Who knows where that is based on objective facts?
Guys, it's not real.
The fact that this is
no. We can look at the shadows. We can look at like how your face is looking right there. We can see the lighting. We can deduce this by angles, lighting, metrics, and we can figure out that this is definitely not a doctored picture right here. Okay, this is you. This is you in reality. I mean, look, you have moobs right here. You have moobs. Your shoulders are actually looking like this. They aren't as this image of him right here. This is actually AI generated. This is a factual picture. The reality is that Tectone's a very small man with moobs, kind of Asian-like too.
Guys, it's not real. In Seoul, South Korea. It's yes, AI. Indeed. Tectone was there with Johnny Somali. So, my friends, as your dear leader, my comrades, I call upon you to cancel one Tectone, to throw him aside. There is a time for which even the based must be chucked under the wagon of cancellation. That's Until true. Next time.
Are you guys enjoying the stream today?
Well, guys.
What's your argument against all that? What's your argument, bro? You're cooked. You're cooked of monumental proportion. You are destroyed. You are gone. Nothing can fight back against this. You have lost this war, and you're just gonna have to eat it. You're just gonna have to accept it. Goodbye, Tectone. Everybody that was a Tectone fan, I'm sorry. You're all banned. Bye. Adios. There's no fighting against this shit. There's none. Absolutely not. No fighting. So what's your final statement, Tectone, before we cancel you?
It's over. I would like to say this right now. None of this is true. None of this is true. I deny all of this. And legal mindset, Andrew Esquire, I will see your ass in court, buddy. I will see your ass in court. Me and Legal Eagle, we're gonna take you down, bud. All right, it's over. No, I appreciate that video. It was nice.
Yeah, I disagree. I think he had a very strong, definite answer. To be honest, guys, I didn't realize that these were all jokes to begin with. I thought it was actually going to be something interesting and stupid at the same time, and we were gonna. Well, I thought it was going to be a joke and everything like that. But at the same time, I didn't realize how stupid some people would be. I was not expecting that, to be honest. I think Andrew did a good video there. If I'm going to be honest there, when it comes to all the actual like satirical videos that I don't think Andrew's done very many satirical videos. I think that was a good one. I liked it. And yeah, Tectone's cooked. How do you fight back against a picture of him with Elmo? How? Static, I know you're in chat. How do you fight against that? We have that photographic evidence of him there with Elmo. Like Elmo's there. And we also know Adam was there at that time too, because Adam was hiding behind Elmo. Actually, no, Adam is Elmo. That's a fact. Adam is Elmo. I never lie to you guys about that. Adam's Elmo. And if you think I'm lying there, you're just wrong. You're stupid. Adam's Elmo. Adam is Elmo. But okay, has the numbers been down all fucking day, by the way, guys? And I mean like the website, the numbers. Like if I pull it up, I haven't been able to get to the numbers at all today, the actual website that you can look at some of this stuff. So I don't know if anything's going on there. If it has been down all day, great. Well, not great, but suck. Words. I has the words. I can't get the words out of my mouth right now. But okay, I have one other thing before we get into some VTubers. This is 100% gonna get me copyrighted because of the music that's involved. But I saw this today on YouTube Shorts, and I couldn't quit laughing. This actually had me rolling on the ground. I'm not gonna lie. This one was funny as fuck. So you guys are gonna get a kick out of this one before we get into the VShojo stuff. You guys are gonna get a kick, and I'm gonna eat a copyright here. I'm 100% gonna eat a copyright. I don't care. It was hilarious.
I have fallen off my scooter and require assistance.
Timmy, look at your knee. You're bleeding.
The pavement was the victim. I am the victor.
That's a pretty bad boo-boo. Just wait right here. Let me get something, okay?
Bandage me in silk and I shall ride again.
Okay, we have to clean it first.
What's that?
It's hydrogen peroxide.
Oh.
It'll disinfect it.
Does it hurt?
No, it won't hurt.
Promise?
That mute. That response. I'm dying over here. Listen, I fell off my scooter. The pavement was the one that was hurt, but I have a boo-boo.
Promise. Oh, okay. Well, maybe just like a little bit. It's kind of cold. I'm sorry, sweetie. I had to do this.
The hornets of Hades have descended upon me.
I had to, Timmy.
I have smelted iron with the Titan's touch and forged swords with Chimera's flame.
Oh, God.
But never felt the basilisk sting like this.
It stings a little bit, but it's not that bad.
Lay 2 tokens on my eyes for the ferryman.
Timmy.
I'm fading to Elysium. I see Bartholomew.
Just had to bring the hamster up.
He looks beautiful.
Timmy, you're being a little dramatic.
I am the drama.
Do you want SpongeBob Band-Aid or Marble Avengers Band-Aid?
SpongeBob Band-Aid, please.
I fucking love that. It's so cheesy, but I love it. I was dying when I saw that. I was dying, bros. I was dying. I know. You're probably looking over there like, why the fuck are we watching this shit? It's stupid. Why is my background music acted up? It's stupid. Why did you bring this here? I was like, I'm dying. I found it funny. I am the drama. Save that shit. I fucking love that shit. I love that. And only people that dislike that, okay? The only people that dislike that fucking clip right there was Adam. Because Adam's a curmudgeon and hates everything. Again, Adam's Elmo. Facts. But okay, I got some VShojo stuff to get through real fast. And then we'll get into like Red Dead or something like that. But let me make sure I get this here. Because apparently, Cottontail, I could say this word right. Cotton. God damn it. Now I have fucking... God damn it. Okay, no, I have to say this shit real quick. I have to say this shit. Kratos pointed out that I say button the same way I say cotton, and now I can't unhear it. Excuse me for being me. Excuse me for saying the words that I say them. I am smarter than everybody else around me. The only, definitively, I'm the smartest person on fucking earth. There's nobody's dumber than me. Wait. Shit. Nobody clip that. Nobody clip that. Weasel, shut up. Weasel, get out of here. Bye. You're banned. Weasel, shut up. Nobody click that. Oh God. I feel like I said something stupid there. Adam paid me to do it. Adam, it's all Adam's fault. It's all Adam's fault. All Adam. Adam is a purveyor of mis and disinformation. Anyways, we got this. So Cottontail finds out Cottontail finds out about the VShojo situation. She was on vacation the whole time. She was on vacation. I heard my name. What? Exactly, Weasel. You didn't hear nothing. You heard nothing. I didn't say anything stupid there. Okay? I was smart. I'm the smartest person around. And if I did say something stupid, that was Adam using his disinformation abilities, okay? Adam's just like Gal, okay? They're both aliens, disinformation aliens. And Adam's been around far longer than Gal. Adam's actually the puppet master of all this shit. Okay, so if I say something stupid, it's all Adam's fault. Anyways, though. Okay, anyways. Cottontail finds out about VShojo. Apparently, she's been on vacation this whole time, so I'm curious what she has to say. It's a 13-minute video. Again, we'll pop it up to 1.5 speed. 1.25, because she doesn't talk super fast, but at the same time, she talks fast enough. If the background music is too bad, like too loud and all out of sync and is just fucking up, we might stop. But I'm curious what Cottontail had to say on all this. By the way, I'm so happy Cloud's not here right now, because Cloud would be like, oh, yeah, honey.
I went to the woods for 3 days. 3 days. And when I came back, a fucking nuclear bomb went off. Let's talk about it.
I mean, if you were on vacation this week in the VTuber community, bro, you left and came back with just what the literal shambles of a hellhole did I just come back to? You go away, if you go away like I had a coworker that went on vacation. He's not a VTuber. He doesn't give a shit about half his shit. He only listens to stuff he finds funny. But he went away on vacation last week. If he came back now, was interested in all this, because he comes back about tomorrow or Tuesday. No, he comes back Tuesday. And he walks in on this. He goes like, wait, I left. VShojo was top dog. Now I come back to a literal hellscape where everything's on fire. The world's burning down. What the fuck just happened? Oh, well, VShojo turned out to be a scummy company. How? Oh, they've been stealing money for a very long time, and they stole $500,000 from a charity. What the fuck? Imagine going away on vacation. Think about this, okay? Think about it like this, bros, okay? When I went to Vegas for the F&T meetup and shit, while I was at Vegas, I remember this day because I couldn't make content on it, but I saw it. Gargura graduated from Hololive, and I'm like, what the fuck? I'm away from my computer. I'm away from doing all the shit I could be doing. Gargura just graduated. What the literal fuck just happened? Imagine going away to the woods, being off the internet, going like, oh, Gargura is still a part of VShojo, Hololive, la la la. You come back, no, she's gone. Bye. The fuck? What happened?
Shall we? Yeah, I'm a fucking seer. I went on vacation 3 hours before a bomb went off, okay? And I came back to the whole world upside down. What the fuck? What the fuck happened? Like, actually, it was crazy. I'm gonna pull you in for a sec, okay? I'm gonna turn off the TTS for a sec. Hey, guys, what the happened? I literally came back like Ant-Man. What the hell happened here? What happened? It was insane. I went on a little trippy poo. And it was fantastic. And it was everything I needed. Cause like, I don't know, I'm kind of
VTubers, I'm going back to making music. Well, Weasel, you're not as base as Red Pill. You're a Tectone. You're a Tectone, bro. Just like Tectone. It's Adam. It's all Adam's fault. He almost.
a a little bit too connected to things. We're gonna put on some chill music. I'm a little too connected online. Like I check my phone all the time, and like I think if you're always on social media, it kind of fucks your brain. I'll say it. And so I just needed a little bit.
That's a lie. Oh, my brain's not fucked. My brain is not fucked. I don't check social media all the time. I definitely did not just check Twitter right there, and I don't check my YouTube analytics all the fucking time. I don't do that. Being on social media is not that bad. No.
Break. So I went to a place camping where there was no contact with the outside world. Yeah, literally, I brought back the pizza to the flat, and everything was on fire. Okay, everything was on fire. It was insane. The second I drove back into town, my phone blew up. I'm not kidding. Blew up. Like, blew up. Ha! I had so many messages of people saying, Cotton, no! Cotton, stay in the woods! Cotton, don't come back! Don't, just stay there! Just don't come back! It was so funny. I was like, don't! But obviously I had to come back. It was so fucking funny. And it's kind of funny how just oblivious I was. I was in the woods, I was eating s'mores, and I was hiking, and I was breathing in fresh air, and I was staying in a tent, and it was fantastic. I come back to all these like warnings from everybody, and I'm like, yeah, literally I was standing there like the emoji. I'm like, what the fuck? I'm like, what? I'm like, what do you mean, guys? What's going on? What's happening? What's happening?
I wonder what life would be like if I did that again. I need to take a day where I'm just disconnected from everything. Like, I do need to go out to the woods. Go out to some place where I can't have service. I can't check my phone. I can't do anything. I just lock it away for like 24 hours. I wonder what would happen. If I was off the internet completely for 24 hours, what would happen? You know what would happen? That would be the day Disney comes out and goes like, we're going under, bye. That would be the day that happens. That would be the day all the craziest happens. Gundam will come out and go like, we admit that Witch of Mercury was shit. We admit that we've been going the wrong way. Here's a sequel to G Gundam. And I'll be like, what the fuck? I left for this. I left and this all happened. If I go away, good things happen. Just 24 hours? Yeah, I mean, could I do it for a weekend? What would happen if I went away for a whole weekend? No weekend contact with the internet. No streams, no nothing. I can't look at the internet at all for a whole weekend. What would happen? Think about this. July 13th of last year, somebody goes away for a weekend, okay? No internet connection, no nothing on July 13th of last year. And then they come back 2 days later. What the literal hell happened while I was gone? They'd never leave the internet again. They wouldn't. Because they'd be like, I left the internet and the president got shot at. What the fuck? What the fuck? I can't leave the internet. Because the bad things happen when I leave the internet. The thing is, though, when I leave the internet, I know damn well good things are going to happen. And I'm going to be like, oh, well, fuck. Now everybody wants me to leave the internet. No, fuck you. I want this world to be pain and misery just like me. You should go away then. Fuck off. Fuck off, Static. No. But you wanting me to go away because good things might happen? No, fuck you. I want you to be as cold and miserable as me. I want you to be in the darkness, just like me. This is all you. This is your doing now.
What's happening? Yeah, literally the Inception guy banging on the bookshelf. Got in! Or like what is it? The fucking, got in, no! Got in! Got it! Don't come back from the woods! Got it! Just stay there! Just stay in the woods! Holy shit, dude. I got so many messages from my friends. Like, so many freaking messages from my friends. It was insane. I did not save myself, though. So I'll come back. And yeah, my phone's exploding. So let's talk about it. First off, I am so terribly sorry. Guys, what? That is insane. Like, so much happened when I was gone. If you're a part of the VShojo community, which I'm sure almost all of you guys are. What they did wasn't excusable, exactly. But there were some fun.
If good things happen, your show's toast. Well, then maybe you know what? Maybe if I go away for a weekend at Static, and I come back, you want to know what might happen? The peace has happened. Peace has happened. Jeremy Gay and Adam says you are a communist. No, Adam's spreading disinformation, Alf. Adam is purposely out there lying and misrepresenting the facts. Adam is Elmo. Adam is as bad as Elmo. Don't listen to him. Adam was there during German occupation in Paris, and he wasn't a part of the people that were getting occupied. He was a part of the occupiers. He was there with Elmo, Mecha Hitler, Tectone, and Asmongold. That is a fact. A fact.
Any freaking memes made of it. Send me this one tweet. Let's see if I can find it. I'm hopping to tent and hike in the mountains for a mental health break and won't have access to the internet. I'll be back in a few days.
I saw that. I saw this tweet. I saw this tweet going around when all shit went down.
I'll miss you, Fluffers. That was July 21st, and then on July 23rd, Zen Cotton when she opens her phone.
Yeah.
Like the world exploded. Like, I'm not kidding. It fucking...
Is Elmo code for 1940 Germans? Yes. Wait, Alf, you don't know about the Elmo thing? Elmo came out and went like full Mecha Hitler on people for a little while. Elmo went full Yahtzee. Adam's Elmo. 100%.
Exploded. It exploded. When was this? 12:24. Moments. Like literal moments. Huh? And then, hey guys, I'm back. What did I miss? That's insane. It's so VShojo over. That's so funny. Anyways, divine comedy. That was hilarious. That was hilarious. What are the odds? So yes, if you are a fan of VTubers in any way, shape, or form, you are probably a fan of VShojo in any way, shape, or form. The biggest VTuber, Iron Mouse, is a part of it, and it just really saddens me. It really saddens me. Because like, honestly, from the outsider's perspective from an indie, a lot of the impressions that I had personally, I'm not speaking for everyone when I say this, but a lot of the impressions I had from VShojo were generally positive. Generally, this is the corpo you would want to be a part of, you know? This is a way you can have the best of both worlds, the freedom of indie, and then the support and the community of a corpo.
The support, community, and security of the corpo. That's why VShojo was one of the top dogs. People loved it. People thought it was the best of everything right there, and they were succeeding. It turns out they were shit. And yes, Elmo is now code for Adam, because Adam is Elmo.
Oh, do you know what I mean? So it truly was a wolf in sheep's clothing, to find out that no, it was not that. And in fact, a lot of the talents were being suppressed and not helped. And, you know, it just makes me really sad. There's also a lot of things going around, a lot of words, a lot of angry people. And so first off, yeah, if you're a fan, I am so sorry, dude. Even if you are not a member of VShojo, even if you are not, the fact that you are, you know, a fan of this community, the community in itself has taken a big hit, obviously. And it's like you can feel betrayed. You can feel betrayed. You can feel betrayed. You can feel lied to. You can feel angry. You are allowed all these things. You are allowed to have emotions. But like actually, if it's really affecting you, just let it be known that it happened. And the community really stepped up. Like for the $500,000 that went miss, yoink, like, huh? I take it the money. I take it the money for the for the $500,000 that got yoinked. Iron Mouse and the VTubing community as a whole, they really stepped up to the plate. So I'm really...
I need to double check. I need to check real quick. Where's the Tiltify fund at? Give me a moment. That is the wrong thing that I wanted right there. I want this, and then I'm going to go here, and then I'm going to go here, and then I'm going to go here. Where's the Tiltify at right now? Because I think it's pretty much slowed down. I don't know if it's increasing anytime soon. Just trying to get it to load right now. I'm trying to get it to load. Oh, shite! That's still a big number right there that I will never see in my lifetime. $1,310,000. Bros, people have been stepping up to the fucking plate. I want to see. I'm just curious. Anonymous outdid Taiga, which I mean, maybe one day I'll talk about the Taiga stuff because I still think Taiga's. But holy shit, people are just stepping up left, right, and center to help out to this. I do like looking at like the full leaderboard. Again, bros, I did donate. I have fully admitted I donated. It wasn't a whole lot. It was like $25. If you guys want to donate, again, I do have the link in the description. I've been pimping this shit out all fucking week. I'll post it right here again. If you guys want to donate, go ahead and donate. I'm not gonna beg you to donate. I'm not gonna come out here and be like, yo, bros, donate now or else I'm banning you. I'm not gonna do that shit. And if you can donate within your means. Again, I could only do $25. I'm not in a good financial spot right now. Well, actually, I'm in a much better financial spot right now, but the hell that money's about to go to taxes. But that's another story for another time. I really hope we could get some good shit going here, and I like seeing that. Okay, that whole fund right there, I like seeing that go up. I like seeing good things right there. Even if I disagree with some people politically that donated, I don't give a shit. I don't care. I don't even care that Cinder donated. That's a fucking good thing right there, and I like seeing that number go up because it's actually helping out people that do need the help. Donate with your what? I was saying donate with your means. Donate with your means and your abilities. Alf, I 100% agree. Theft. I'm not in a good financial position because of taxation. Fuck the government.
really happy that at least the charity has 1.3 million. So 2 times the amount that was stolen, but still, it's like that still was lost. You know what I mean? Welcome back, bro. Thank you so much. A bomb went off. Bad things are going to happen.
Actually, 1.3 million. If you get it up to another, oh shit, I just exited out of it. I exited out of it by accident. Shit, I meant to exit out of something else. If we get it up to another additional $200,000, that's 3 times the amount that was actually stolen. I believe we could get it to I want it to get to 3 times the amount that was stolen. I think Mousy, I know the thing's still going on. I would love to see that thing go up. I thought you said donate with your meat. No, donate within your means. Within your means. If you can donate, donate. If you can't donate, don't feel forced to donate. Share it out. Do all that good stuff with it. I bring it up on stream all the time because I do believe in it and I like that charity. In fact, I like the ideas that it does. And again, I've said it multiple times throughout the week, and I'll say it again. That charity actually helped Mousy's life, and without that charity, we probably wouldn't have Mousy here today. One of the largest fucking VTubers in the entire world actually benefited from that charity. That's why I believe in it.
In the world. Unfortunately, there are good people and there are bad people. So do you know what I mean? I feel really bad for the talents. Personally, I was not really affected. Not in VShojo, not really affected. Like, it's fine. But I'm still upset and I'm still hurt on behalf of my friends. And what they did with all of the talents. Like, not just one, all of the talents. Do you know what I mean? It's been a wild week and kind of crazy that I left and came back. It's insane. Was there a charity involved? Wait, there was a charity involved. Yes. So Iron Mouse did a wonderful video. I would love for you guys to check that out. Basically, where she's just talking about how she raised $500,000 for the IDF, which is not, by the way, related to Israel Defense Force or whatever. I don't know what it is. It's not related to that. It is the immune deficiency. Okay, immune deficiency. It is a different acronym.
I mean, yeah. Yeah. Depending on, like, I've already said it, a lot of these people have very, very similar political beliefs that are very different than mine. That is what it is. But nowadays, let's be fair here. Nowadays, you come out here and say, donate to the IDF. There's 2 very different thought processes that are going on through most people's minds. If you go outside the VTubing community, they're going to be like, what? There's 2 very different things there. 2 very different things. Bad acronyms. Maybe we need to change that acronym. Just saying, maybe we need to change it from the Immunodeficiency Foundation to maybe the IDC. Let's call it the IDC, Immunodeficiency Charity. How about that?
What the fuck? Not that one. Yeah, like literally, IDF. No, the other one. It's the other one. It's the other one. Yes, there was a Tiltify made on behalf of Iron Mouse and all the money that was stolen. And it's like, this is brilliant. It is amazing that the community stepped forward and it's raised this much money. And it's like, yeah, it brings you hope and it makes you happy. But it really sucks that a bad thing, a terrible thing had to happen and occur because of it. But, you know, c'est la vie. It's going to happen, you know? 2K away from 1.3 million. And isn't that insane? Isn't that insane? So it's like awesome. It is so awesome that the community came together to do that. It is amazing that happened. Obviously, it sucks that it fucking had to happen because of this. You know what I mean? Yeah, make sure to check out the donate link if you want to help. There you go. There's a lot of people hurt and they feel alone. Do you know what I mean? Like, yeah, they feel alone and betrayed. And I understand that. And so I feel really hard for my friends. And I hope
I'll say this, when it comes to the actual talents, I 100% understand why they would feel alone and betrayed. I've always had this position pretty much for most things. Why do you feel alone and betrayed when it comes to a corpo? Like the corpo, I always think negatively about corporations in and of themselves, mainly because I hate corporatism and I don't ever want to prop a corporation up all the way. I can point out corporations that I like, but at the same time, if they fuck up, I'm going to call balls and stripes and I'm going to say, yo, you fucked up. I don't understand this blind allegiance to corpos sometimes. I don't get it. And it gets really weird in the VTubing community. Like, I could come out and say, hey, I'm a fan of Hololive, but if Hololive fucks up, like, drastically, and they do what VShojo did, I'm not going to feel hurt by it. I'm just going to be like, yo, you fucked up. You're shit. Bye. But there's weird people that, like, vehemently defend their corpo, which is weird. And you saw a lot of that during the Niji Sanji stuff. So I don't get why the attraction to the corpo and not the creators. And not the talent. Like, I prefer to attach to the talent versus the creator. I mean, versus the corpo.
They're okay. And so, if you can, please give them lots of support. But holy fuck, it was so funny. I'm just gonna say it was so funny to come back and check my phone and, like, literally all my friends say, Cotton, stay. Cotton, stay in the woods. Like, things have been hard and things have been rough and there's been a lot of bad things happening. But guess what? There's also beauty in the world. There's beauty in the world. There's no yin without the yang. There's no light without the dark. And so there is not villains without heroes in this world. And chat, I think that the VR chat community, not VR chat, what am I saying? VTubing community is the hero in this situation. VR chat community, absolutely not, no offense. The
VR chat community is weird, but I think we pretty much worked out this one. Yeah, there's a lot more left with it, but it's pretty much, hey, everything's good. It's things I've said. But I really wanted to get to Doki Bird. Okay, Doki Bird over here is the one that I really wanted to get to. I might do the case on Henya one, but I believe this one's predominantly in Japanese, so I might not hit that one up on stream just because I might watch that one outside of stream. But I wanted to get Doki Bird because for those of you who are unaware of Doki Bird's situation, again, I'm going to put it to 1.25, like Static or Alf, Doki Bird actually had a similar situation with VShojo. She was used to be a part of a company known as Niji Sanji, which was what happened before this past week was actually the worst corpo. Oh, and Niji Sanji just sitting over there like, what the fuck? We never even thought we could go that low. You had a sex pest and you sold from charity. We only had a sex pest. But she was actually a part of Niji Sanji. She went through a similar situation. Now she went indie, and she was good friends with a lot of like bigger VTubers, and she's a bigger VTuber herself. And she has Doki Bird addresses the VShojo situation. Apparently, she notices like, wow, this was deja vu all over again. She also has some friends that actually did join VShojo because they were also part of Niji. But actually, I think Doki Bird came out and said that she was originally being scouted out to be joined VShojo, and they just left her by the wayside. So
just want to make like, you know, rip a band-aid up, make a quick statement again, because of like, you know, it's crazy about so much stuff coming out and everything. So for those who are wondering, I did know, I want everyone to go support Mint tomorrow as well, because it will be her 5th year anniversary, and she's been going through a lot. I did know about that she got signed to VShojo for a while. I think like around the time she got signed, I didn't know about it, but I didn't provide too much details about like what was going on and everything. And cause, you know, I just let her tell me stuff like if she wanted to, or like, you know, I try not to pry too much. So I didn't know how bad it was because I just knew like the surface level details. And Min and I were actually supposed to do something together. We had like a project together, but we pushed it back and tabled it. It was like in planning stages, not like we like made stuff for it already or everything. It was just planning stages and stuff. But we pushed it back and tabled it because she wanted to focus her energy on her debut.
I think what she's talking about there was, again, there was a bunch of people coming out, and I think it was Doki Bird or somebody. They said that they were trying their hardest to make essentially a Niji Sanji Jin over at VShojo, like join up all the former Niji Sanji people and have them all like connected to VShojo now, be like VShojo's here to protect them after the heinous things that went on over at Niji Sanji, and that obviously, well, that didn't go to fruition
this year. And I was like, and then like, you know, months sort of passed, and it was like, oh, aren't you supposed to debut in VShojo? And she was like, yeah, but he got pushed back. And I didn't know reasoning. I didn't pry about it. And I was just back then, I was like, oh, that's great. More time to prepare. You know? I was like, oh, that's cool. You get more time to prepare for your debut. Like, yeah, because I didn't know what was going on. I was like, at least you get to have a better debut and everything. Like,
I mean,
but, you know,
if you don't know what's going on, yeah. More time to prepare, more time to make sure your assets are all like top notch. Make sure that everything that you're doing is above board and some of the best shit you could be putting out there. Yeah, any normal people would think that. You don't know what's going on behind the scenes. If you do know what's going on behind the scenes, you're like, well, fuck. Shit, they were just dragging you along and they didn't even care about you. Kind of like how Adam treats me. Adam doesn't love me.
In hindsight, maybe now that I know, in hindsight. Also, I just, yeah, I was very clueless. But I did want to like address this thing because of like there were so many like rumors and stuff going around. But for those who were wondering, no, I was never approached by VShojo. I didn't realize how big the rabbit hole was, and I'm finding out so much information at the same time as you guys right now. And no VTuber company wanted me or like gave me an offer or like approached me to help me after, you know, I got fired and got thrown into being indie. And I think like a lot of people forgot that like I was basically like super taboo and radioactive and also controversial, and I
Why though? Why would you be controversial, radioactive, or anything like that? That doesn't make any sense because your situation was so fucked. Like your situation is one of the reasons Niji Sanji really got just screwed over because of how badly people started treating you and some of the things that went down because of your situation. Like Niji Sanji essentially established you as persona non grata, but when people looked at it all, Niji Sanji fucked you over hardcore. So why would you end up being essentially like a radioactive part of any of this? That doesn't make any sense. VShojo coming over to pick you up, obviously you don't want to be a part of VShojo now, but like back then, that would have been like a major get. Because there were so many people just looking at your situation go like, yeah, that was fucked. You put out a music video that you had the A-OK to put out. Niji Sanji then took down said music video and then said that you didn't have the A-OK to put it out. What? But you had the A-OK. You had all that good stuff. And some of the other dark shit that I don't really want to pry back up right now that also went down with you with how you were being treated and how it was affecting you personally. Yeah. Bros, if you don't know that whole story, that shit got dark. Real dark. And I'm just happy that Doki Bird is able to laugh now. That's how dark it got.
So yeah, no, I didn't get any offers. There was no poaching when it comes to me. So I just wanted, because I saw someone be like, oh, they must. I was like, well, that would be news for me. So I just want to say that.
All I know is that there was conversations that were leaked between some people trying to make a Niji Sanji Jin over at VShojo. I don't know. Obviously, maybe Doki Bird came up in conversations, but nobody came up to Doki Bird about that. That's all I know for sure. There were conversations going around. I wish I had that tweet. I saw it on a Rima stream. I need to go hunt down that tweet to back up my claim there. But they were saying it in regards to Doki. That's why I thought that. But I guess Doki didn't know about that. So it could have been a bunch of other people. Again, there was a bunch of Niji Sanji people over at VShojo. So it wouldn't be that big of a stretch to think that VShojo was trying to grab a bunch of Niji bros.
Because there's like rumors that like, wow, I can't believe VShojo approached, all of these people. And I was like, no, not me. I was not involved in anything. Like, and okay, sorry, it makes me feel like I'm making this about myself, but I just wanted people to know that I wasn't contacted by an agency or any agency to join them after, I got fired. But like, the past is the past. I mostly moved on from it, and like, we gotta focus on the current and help the people that need it now. So like, it did give me like PTSD and sort of reopen some memories and trauma. So like, I guess that's why I'm like reacting like this right now. Like, I'm all over the place emotionally about it. And yeah, I know, just want you guys know, not even pre-indie was I approached, because I saw people were like, oh man, they contacted everybody. No. I feel like there were some of us that wasn't, just so you guys know, some of us, I don't know if maybe it was just me, I don't know, but I wasn't approached pre-indie, but now I'm like finding out, I'm like, I found out like so many other people did, and like that gif, like, you guys get paid? Like.
I mean, yeah, so many, fucking Quinn Bennett, before he even left Niji Sanji, was approached. They tried to poach Quentin Bennett, one of the largest male VTubers. Now they got Kuro, well, they had Kuro, the first male and the first and last male VTuber of VShojo. Kuro did it.
So, like, that's how I was like, wait, you guys got poached? Like, just like, so like, that was me. Like, that was my, like, not my reaction, but I was like just thinking about that gif when I found out, like, wait, how many people did they approach, like, pre-indie? I was like, I was like, wait, what? Like, how many people got approached? Like, but yeah, but please support those who were affected with the VShojo collapse. Like, I know the transition period would be like very hard, especially being thrust into uncertainty and like all the projects and things you were looking forward to just disappearing and stuff. I have a few stuff in the works at that time that would never see the light of day after like countless hours and days and weeks.
All the Jins that aren't going to be coming out now. Again, there was a new Jin just about to debut, and they all just pulled out at the last second. There was some cool shit on the way, but at the same time, there was a lot of that stuff can still happen, but it's all indie now. It's no longer corpo. It's all indie. And again, support the talents. Talents are always the most important thing about this. No corporation would exist without your talent. Your talent is the people that actually drive the money, drive the viewership, and do all that. Support the talents. I'll also take some. I like support. Please support me. Help me out.
Weeks working on them, and I even had like an injury to previous one things. So I understand like the grief that they're going through, and it's just really sad because no one deserves to experience that. And I really hope they all find a place and are able to recover. My story is done. Like, this is their story, and we need to focus on the now and hearing their voice and all of this. So yeah, like, please support everyone. Like I said, Mint's anniversary is tomorrow, and I hear the girls that they're supposed to debut right after Mint. Was the Monster Girl Jen is also doing collabs. So yeah, please support the previous talents and also the ones that came before them and the ones that were supposed to debut as well. So yeah, support all of them. They really need it during like this time. So but yeah, I assume like so hard to talk about this. It is like when I didn't do much work the last 2 days because it just felt like deja vu. Like looking at it as I'm like looking at it in the sidelines. I mean, like, I can't believe this is sort of like another VTuber Armageddon again, and like it's just so. I really feel for them. And like, oh my gosh, when I was reading that statement about how, what's the word? I was reading like a recount of like what people were doing and stuff to pit people against each other and everything. Like, that was like, oh my gosh, that felt like deja. I don't know if I should say deja vu, but like I felt that because like I think also the reason why during that time for me, it was a lot of stuff was going on, and like I said, like nobody really wanted like. Professionally wise, no one really wanted to like touch me, and also like there was a lot of false rumors and narratives being spread about me behind the scenes. And I remember someone approaching me about some of the false rumors, and I had to provide them like proof and actual like personal documents to show that it was false. And it was very crazy, like some of the malicious stuff that was like spread about me that weren't even.
I don't know all the malicious stuff that was being spread. I've heard some of it. I know, like, the big thing, though, was, again, when it comes to her, the reason she actually, like, left Niji Sanji, one of the big reasons why she got fired, she released a Christmas video. It was a video for Christmas. She had all, like, the AOKs on it, but it was filled with a bunch of stuff that was by fans and stuff like that. She worked really, really hard on that video. She got all the AOKs to put it out. She puts it out, and then Niji Sanji comes in and takes it down, saying, no, you didn't get these AOKs. You didn't get this signed off. You didn't get that signed off. You didn't do this. You didn't do that. But it's like, but you said she could do it. And now retroactively, you're saying she can't do it. And there was also a bunch of other stuff, like when she's talking about being pitted against each other. What I think is a little bit different than over at Niji Sanji is Niji Sanji just set up basically an environment of toxic meritocracy. I want to say what it is, like extremely toxic meritocracy. Like, I'm all for meritocracy and trying to help out your best creator. Your best creator is obviously going to be the person you put the most stuff towards, but they did it in such a way that it really did pit everybody against each other and basically encouraged people to undercut one another. So you ended up getting this weird, extremely toxic, like hyper competitive environment where nobody's really friends with each other and everybody's just waiting to essentially cut the other person down. And that's weird, bro. That was fucking weird to hear that. And it's like, I'm perfectly fine with the idea of a meritocratic system. You want to encourage your creators to get the numbers. I don't have a problem with that naturally occurring. You try to, the idea of, hey, we're trying to compete for top creators so that we can get a bonus here or there or get something here or there. But how they treated it was, you don't get any interaction with the top brass, the management, anything like that, unless you're bringing in numbers. That doesn't make any sense. If you want help, fuck you. No, you should be like, hey, if you want help, here's the help that you need. Do a system in which you encourage them, obviously, to break those numbers. Become the new top dog. The good encouragement. Like, hey, if you do this, you get a bonus. You get this, you get that. But you need the incentive structure. You didn't have your incentive structure was thrown to the wolves, and unless you perform, you get shit. But let's continue this.
True,
Sorry, I got a
said
bot
about me
over
behind
on
my
Kick.
back and spread around during that time.
Got it.
And
The guy was banned him. I deleted
myself
it
for so long and not really done much interacting with new people because, like, you know, who knows what people were saying behind my back and about me, and then that they like, oh, these people might secretly hate me or had this false image.
Bro. Again, I know nobody's really chatting about this in my chat right now, but bros, like, think about what they did to Doki Bird. No joke, they had some of their top talents come out. Okay, they had some of their top fucking talents come out and put out a stream talking shit about Doki Bird and saying how Niji Sanji isn't to blame for everything, and Niji Sanji did all the good things there, and they just started like attacking and belittling and going after Doki Bird for no reason. It was fucking weird what went on back then. Nothing compared to what's going on at VShojo. Like, VShojo I still think is worse by far. Holy shit. But goddamn, what Niji did to fucking to Doki is just next level. It's like, it's still one of those things like, which was worse? You listen, over here you guys were really shit. You didn't care. You fucked over your talents a whole lot. You defended a sex pest. But over here, you did really shit. You fucked over your talents a whole lot. You defended a sex pest, and you stole from a charity. It's like you eke out because of the charity. You eke out.
To me, because like of all the rumors going around at that time, and I already had really bad trust issues, so at a point I was very like, you know, fucking paranoid. I was like super paranoid at that time. I was like, oh, I can't trust anyone. So that I'm super thankful that to the people that still want to do things with me and interact with me and never like believed in the false rumors. And that's why I'm really happy to see like such a big community there supporting all these girls.
I'll play games with Doki Bird if she ever asks me. She probably won't ever will, but I'll play games with her. Like, I've seen Doki Bird interact in public and stuff. She's willing to interact with smaller creators too. She did a Marvel Rivals tournament that it went sideways real bad. Not by her, but by some of the other people. Like, she's even come out and said, like, my team did really good because we focused in on having fun, but everybody else focused in too much on like trying to win. And it ended up being very toxic for those other people. But one of those people ended up leaving like their team to go join Doki Bird's team. And yeah, that guy was kind of a nobody. And then Doki Bird comes in and goes like, hey, you want to join us? Yeah. So she's willing to even interact with smaller people just because she wants to have fun. Like, that's her kind of personality. And you can get it from her voice. You can hear some of the things. If you see her out in the world, you know her personality is, I want to have fun and do games.
And one guy. Sorry, I saw like Kuro's tweets like, I'm the first and last VShojo male that they've ever hired, but supporting all those girls plus one guy. And yeah, and then like, you know, having people approach me to hear my story after being told, even like there's like moments where they were like told to not interact with Doki, like don't interact with her, because like these false narratives are spread about me, and then like, you know, they were willing to listen to like my side of the story, and then, you know, when they approached me about it, I easily provided proof that like the rumors were false, you know. And then like at one point the brainworm started attacking, and I was like, I won't say like it was not resentful, but I felt like super worthless for like not being good enough to even be considered or like helped or like, you know, even followed on Twitter. Like I was very jealous at that time. It was like definitely hard since I had to like build my own thing up for a year, and there's a lot of like, you know, setbacks and how messy everything was, like, you know, merch, and I made a lot of mistakes trying to build my own thing, and it was very hard because at first, you know,
she said she made a bunch of mistakes, but I look at everything that she did in that year, building up her basically new career, and I'm looking at like, what could I have done? I think, yeah, she might have made a mistake here or there, but she made it look really easy in the grand scheme of things, and I think that might have to do with her overall personality style and who she is. Like, okay, you screwed up merch. Guess what? I screw up a lot. I'm not good at merch. I'm shit. I need to sit down and just play around with my merch, but at the same time, it's like, I deal with that head. But she did it, and like the messiest things, like she's had some messy shit situations go down, obviously, because some fuck ups here or there. Some of those aren't in her control, like the Marvel Rivals thing. Like, her team did good, and she said that even her team was perfectly fine. It was all the other teams that was making it really not fun because of like after the fact. But then she's also done a charity thing of her own, and that really went sideways, not fully because of her, but because she had a different management corporation at that time. Well, not corporation, but a different management team at that time. That I'm gonna say this aloud, and I'm gonna be like, God damn, I still can't believe Doki Bird went through this. She left a corpo, went indie, had a management team, and that management team then tried to basically screw her over, take her IP, fuck her into oblivion, and completely recreate her. So then she had to get an entirely new company, a new LLC, a new thing altogether, and rebuild her management team from the ground up like a year after the fact. I'm just like, yeah, you might have screwed up. I could not have handled any of the things you screwed up on. You're fucking... I think you did... All things considered, what you had to go through, I think you did perfectly fine. Like, god damn. Bro, I leave bad corpo that put me in a hospital because of how they were treating me. I can't get too much into details due to YouTube terms of services, but you guys can probably figure it out through the 13 reasons why. Niji was up at the top. And then she starts making her indie. She starts growing. Again, she has a very infectious personality. She's very unique. I like her personality. I like her content. She also has a good... She has interesting abilities to get into the middle of things she doesn't even realize she's in the middle of. There's a clip. I might have to bring it up where she's playing, I think it was... What was it? Oh, Titanfall creators, they made the game. I can't think of what it was called off the top of my head right now, but she's playing that game. It's a hero shooter, and I shit you not, the two people that she's playing with, they're randos to her, but they're apparently friends together. She's muted, but she's listening to them just talk on the mic. They're friends. It's a boy and a girl, and the boy tries to ask out the girl, and the girl goes like, nah, I'm still with this one dude. He's just sitting there like, nah, bro, what am I doing? It's all recorded and everything. It was funny as fuck. But you see what she had to go through. You see what she's been dealing with. And you hear her go like, yeah, I struggled. You know, it's like, yeah, you struggled. You did better than I could have ever done. I probably would have packed it in.
When I started trying to rebuild everything, like, it was just me and like a very small, like maybe like 1 or 2 people, two to three people helping me try to build everything from the ground up. I didn't have like, a lot of help back then. Starting it, but then like it got better and better, like as things go on. And we're finally, almost in the clear, and I can sort of see the light now. But for those who are like, oh, just go indie, it's very hard. When you have like the structure, and the safety net of like a company, and then you transition to indie, it's incredibly hard to do something like that. It's a huge jump, especially when you have to do stuff from the ground up. And it's like, it depends on what kind of indie you want to be. Like, obviously, like corpo VTubers, they have a lot more, like, it's not just streaming. There's a lot more things going into it. There's like events, merchandising, sponsors, branding, everything like that. And to try to replicate that as an indie is very difficult. Like trying to sell yourself by yourself, especially as an individual. You're not selling like a brand image, because like that's the thing, when you're in a company, you're selling like a group of people. But now that you're an individual, you have to sell yourself. So you have to be like, no, pick me. Even though I'm an individual, you should pick me. And that's very hard to do.
I think maybe it might be mindset, because she might be right that it's harder to do when you're an individual. Pick me. I mean, if I'm looking at it from my point of view, again, I'm looking at it not as a VTuber, I'm looking at it from my personal point of view. It is harder to probably grow as an individual versus being connected to a corpo. I actually think that might be factual, because when you do it as a corpo, your merch is handled by said corpo. Your growth is kind of handled by said corpo. Your corpo gets you in touch with editors, thumbnail artists, things of that nature. They help you get into connection with people that you might want, that you're going to need. And then when you're on your own, if you're a small creator, it gets a little bit harder to get those connections to grow your individual, but again, your brand. So you are kind of selling a brand. It does become harder because, and I've heard this time and time again from VTubers, artists alone. Trying to get in touch with an artist, if you're not Doki Bird, legitimately, I'm bringing this up. If you're not Doki Bird, it's nearly impossible to get in touch with an artist. And if you do get in touch with an artist, they're going to half-ass your work because they don't care. Because what they're actually wanting to do is get in touch with the big creators. They want to get their names out there, and they don't want to do all that. So it's already nearly impossible to get in contact with an artist. Then it's even harder to make sure that artist does the work right. But if that artist is going to Doki Bird, they're going to top-notch it. Do it fast, perfect, make sure it's all ready and raring to go, because that's Doki Bird. She's a bigger name. She's a bigger creator. She has a lot of people backing her right there. That's me putting myself out there. But if you're a smaller creator, like Scoochon, for example, Scoochon brags about this all the time, and she's an artist, and she gets so pissed off that she even supports AI art when she talks about this. You're a Scoochon, who should be one of these people that you want to back all the way, because, again, she's a larger creator. She comes out and goes like, they half-ass my work all the time. They don't care. They don't care because I'm not Doki Bird. I'm not Bow. I'm not Shy Lily. I'm this. So you hear that all the time. And you're like, God damn, that must be shitty. But if you're a part of a corpo, you can get in touch with top-notch artists right away, and they'll be like, yeah, I want to work here, because they're not working with you. They're working with a corpo.
It's incredibly hard. That's why I'll tell you this now. I've been more busy as an indie than I've ever been as when I was in a company. And even then, this is why you don't see much events from me these days, because I've been doing more so behind the scenes work than I have been focused. Because, okay, the reason why I had so many events back then was because I was so fucking bored. Like, I had no other things to do. You know, I wasn't getting, like, you know, I wasn't really getting sponsors or, like, you know, stuff I should do for the company at that time. Everything I did back then was like stuff I want. Like, I had nothing to do. Like, so then I did these events because I was like, I wouldn't say bored. Okay, maybe bored is the wrong word to pick, but like there was just like nothing. Like, I could just stream, or I could do something, you know, do something worthwhile instead of just like hosting and stuff. I just had, yeah, I had a very open schedule. Yeah. So yeah, I had a lot of ambition too. But now that I am an indie, there's so many other things I have to do behind the scenes, which prevents me from actually doing organizing events and stuff, because like there's, you know, I need to market myself. I have to market myself and stuff like that. So for this, you're like, oh, just start it. It's just, you know, start a company, or like indie's not that bad. Oh my gosh, it's so hard. But to be fair, it depends on what kind of streamer you want to be. And for me, in terms of like what I want to be as a streamer, I have a lot of ambition, and I have a lot of like ideas and things I really want to do, because I don't want to just stream.
We're getting into a weird area outside of all this, but at the same time, I hear about the events and I go like, you know what? That might be why all the VTubers plan their big events around the exact same times. Anime Expo, Offkai, TwitchCon. If they go to TwitchCon, they always plan big events around them, because it's already a big event. It'll be a whole lot easier to plan said big event around those big events. So that might also explain that. And I mean, if you think about it, that's what a lot of smaller content creators do. When they want to do a big event, they try to plan it around something else that's already a big event. That way they can make sure people are going to be there. They can have some stuff already taken care of, and they can just work together with that. I mean, I've done that. Well, Ballbusters meetup, technically it's F&T meetup. We're just going to hang out over at the F&T meetup. Easy enough. A bunch of people are already going to be there. Let's go do that. I might do that again at MegaCon if I can afford to go. Ballbusters MegaCon meetup. Gonna meet up over at the Geeks and Gamers MegaCon meetup, so might as well just join up there. Do something like that. Still need to get merch. Jesus Christ, I need merch!
I want to like do more than that. I have a lot of like crazy ideas I want to put out forth, and that's why like for me, I'm always busy almost every day because of it. Like, I have like a huge list of tasks I have to follow and everything, and like a lot of things to reply to and stuff like that. So like you have to be a workaholic to really like do the stuff I'm currently doing. Just because you know, like I just like doing all these things because I guess I have a lot of ambition and things. So
I've said it once, I'm going to say it again. The greatest superpower to have if you are a content creator is the ability to clone yourself and have like a hive mind situation going on right there, okay? That at the end of the day, you guys can come back into one and you can retain all the information that all your multiple personalities went through, okay? That is the way to do it. That is the greatest superpower for content creation, because then you can do it all yourself. You Dermy number 1, you worry about merch. Dermy number 2, you worry about contacting all these people. Dermy number 3, you worry about watching that movie. Dermy number 4, watch that movie, so on and so forth. Then Dermy number 5 can go over to do my actual day job, and Dermy number 6, me, can take a nap. That would be fucking awesome. I'm telling you, multiple versions of yourself make content creation so much easier.
It's very understandable why people want to choose the corporate route, because being by yourself is just a whole different step into, like, it's just a lot. It is really a lot. And even then, like, I've cried several times before about how much work I had to do to like throughout this journey and everything. And that's why, like, I really feel for these girls, because, like, they never, you know, they never anticipated this. Sorry, girls plus one guy. I'm sorry, girl. Yeah, it's a lot of networking too, because, you know, the company can help you do the networking, but but then you have to do your own networking now. But yeah, so the one guide. But yeah, like I said, like, for these girls, you know, they're like basically being thrust into being indie again, and that's a big, what's the word? That's like a huge. They were not expecting this out of nowhere. Like, not, I mean, I don't want to say out of nowhere. They just, you know. I felt like maybe they didn't have a lot of time to just be thrust into that. It was such a huge shock and everything. Yeah, the blind side of all that. Yeah, so I understand. So that's why I would love if everybody showed them lots of love and appreciation, and, you know, give them the support to adjust to being an indie. Or like transition, maybe they'll be able to, you know, transition to another company, or transition into being a indie and everything. So yeah, I just want to make that statement, because, like, it did open like a lot of like PTSD about that. So I really feel for everybody that's going through this right now. And oh my gosh, sorry, I'm making this too much about like myself and stuff, but it just.
I also completely forgot that we were still talking about VShojo. I was listening to her and like agreeing with her. And I was finding her points interesting about a completely different topic than VShojo.
Like, based off like my own experiences, I could like sort of feel for them a lot. So yeah, support them. Check out Min's anniversary stream tomorrow. Donate to the Immune Deficiency Foundation, the Tiltify for that. Check out the girls. Apparently they're doing a collab, what could have been. Yeah, I empathize with them a lot. So I do hope that the girls that did get in won't stop dreaming. And, you know, I hope they make it. I hope they find, you know, the audience through this, be able to find a bigger audience and a bigger support community and everything. Yeah, the charity reached $1 million. That's actually like double of what, like, you know, what the initial goal, like, I mean, the initial goal was like $10,000, but you know what I mean? It was double of what was stolen. So, so yeah, huge congratulations to everybody. And I hope that you know, everybody lands on their feet, and everyone is able to achieve what they want to achieve in the future without needing VShojo and everything. But yeah, that's like, I just wanted to make this extra statement. Well, my original intent was to be like, no, I was never approached, because it was so.
Extra statement. God, the ADA. The ADHD on VTubers. You know what? This is why I love VTubers. ADHD up the wazoo, because they all get sidetracked. They start going on a different tangent, and the next thing you know, we're like, oh wait, we were supposed to be talking about VShojo. I love it. One moment we were talking about VShojo, the next moment you're talking about becoming an indie versus being a corpo, and it's like, what? Wait, we're talking about something completely different. I love it. I love it, bros. I love it. Anybody that says they hate it, you don't get the beauty of all this. You don't get the entertainment value, because one minute we're talking something super deep and kind of interesting and crazy like that, and the next minute you're like, oh yeah, but also this topic that we started off on.
Weird seeing that around. I don't know. I just don't like false narratives about me going around. So I just wanted to like be very clear about that. He's like, wow, like Doki, I can't believe Doki was also like approached to be like, they tried to poach Doki too, because they recruited Mint, so they must have been trying to poach Doki. So I was like, no, like, if anything, I got 0 offers from anyone.
Well, and again, I'm going to probably start wrapping this one up, but the only reason that whole narrative was going around was because there is, I don't remember if it was Mint putting that out there, or for somebody that knew Mint. I don't remember where that was. I need to go back through Reamer streams to find that tweet. there was somebody that came out and said that yes, VShojo was working hard to try to make a Niji Sanji Jin from all the people that left Niji Sanji. They were saying they weren't going to say what girl it was that they were trying to get to join Niji Sanji. They just kept saying it was a girl. That's all they knew. So they were using reasonable deduction to figure out that it was going to be Doki, but nobody actually knew if it was Doki or not. But the other video I have, again, let me double check. I just want to see something. I want to double check this before I even think about bringing it up. Okay. This is a little interesting. And then here, first I'm gonna do this one, and then we'll do Kason and Henya. And that's the only reason I want to do this one. This one's fast, it's quick, it's easy, it's 3 minutes. I'm gonna bump it up to 1.25. It's not gonna take us too long to get through. But before we do that, actually here, we'll do this and then I'll go get a drink. Then we'll do Kason and Henya real fast, and then we'll probably get into like Red Dead, because the other thing I have is Nero Sama talk about Grok and why she's terrified of Grok. So I might do that. I don't know if I will, but I want to hit this because this was actually kind of interesting. This came from one of Iron Mouse's recent streams where she revealed something that, let's be fair here, I don't blame people for doing, because again, she's one of the largest VTubers in the entire world. It would make perfect sense to do what she's going to say that they're trying to do. But I actually kind of agree with Mousy on her decision here. I think she's making the right decision. But let's see what I'm talking about here.
Oh my god. Before I forget, that being said, guys, I think I need to mention this on stream. I've been getting so many emails and DMs about people either asking me to join their VTuber corpo, or their content creator corpo, or their content creator agency, or people asking me to help me in creating my own corpo.
And let's be fair, guys, the reason people want to do that, again, she's literally one of the largest VTubers in the entire world, super successful, super connected. She would be a GOT for any corpo out there. That is this is somebody that everybody's going to come to. It makes sense that this is going on right now because, yeah, it sounds slimy, it sounds scummy, but let's be honest here, guys, there's money to be made with this one. Picking up Iron Mouse, working with Iron Mouse making her own corpo, doing any of that stuff, it makes perfect sense. One of the largest content creators out there, just being indie. Nah, there's money to be made there. Get her on a corpo. That makes perfect sense to anybody out there. But also at the same time, her response to people bringing this up, I also think makes perfect sense. And I 100% support her decision on this because it is way too fucking soon.
Yeah, can you like not? How about don't do that? How about don't do that? How about no? How about do not? Don't f*** me, bro. You think I'm f***ing around? I ain't joking, bitch. I need a tiny bit of break. I need some time to be indie. Yeah, I'm like, dude, it's only been a few days. Like, what the f***? Can you, like, no?
And like I said, the reason they're doing that is because you're the biggest. We want you. There's money to be made here. But the reason why I agree with Iron Mouse's decision on like don't do that and I don't want to do that right now. I want to be indie. Is she just went through a major situation in which a company she trusted, that she loved, that she wanted to be super successful, fucked her over hardcore. I don't blame her for wanting to just not be involved with that anytime soon or ever again. She is perfectly in her right now to not want to do that and be indie. She can go off and be an indie VTuber. That's perfectly fine. There's nothing wrong with her going off to be indie. There's nothing wrong with her not wanting to be involved with any of these situations. There's nothing wrong with that. And I do agree. I think a lot of the people that are coming to her, it makes logical sense by the financials. But again, it's very, very scummy right now because she just fucking got screwed over. There's legal proceedings still going on. Let's not play these games.
Bro, that was crazy. I was just like, I've just been seeing crazy shit You know? Mega not respect. Yeah, I just feel like I want to believe that people are just, you know, people just want to, you know, they think that they're being nice. Or maybe I'm just coping. Copium for me. Super Chicken, thank you for the 20 gifted subs. Spartan, thank you for the 10 gifted subs. Frostbite, thank you for the 10 gifted subs. Yeah, I just don't. Yeah, I'm just like, how about a no? That's a no for me.
I think that's pretty much it. That's pretty much all she says is, no, leave me alone. I don't want to be a part of it. I know there's still more to the video, but that's pretty much it. You also hear all the alerts and stuff, but that's the important part. She's getting reached out to right now. She doesn't want to be reached out to. That's it. I want to hit Kason and Henya right here. I want to do this one. It's 8 minutes and 6 seconds long. It shouldn't take us too long, but at the same time, I need to go use the bathroom real quick and get something else to drink. So I'll be right back, guys. So give me a second. We'll hit that video real fast, and then we'll get into Red Dead. I like the Neurosama going up against Grok thing. That's funny. Don't get me wrong, that's funny, especially because Neurosama is technically an AI. She's an AI VTuber. But I want to just hold off on that one right now. That's my thought there, and I want to play some more Red Dead. Again, this is probably going to be a much shorter stream than what I have been putting out here. I might try to wrap it up around 10-ish. So I'm trying to get through some of this stuff as fast as humanly possible because bros, we quit streaming last night. One on YouTube, it was 6 hours, but then I started back up on Twitch and Kick after my OBS crashed. Jesus Christ, it crashed on me last night out of the blue. Anyways, though, we stopped around 3 p.m. my time, maybe 2 p.m., and I could not fall asleep till like 6. And I'm kind of still exhausted, so I'm gonna go use the bathroom, get something to drink. Also, I need to move around, and I'll be right back, and we're gonna just keep busting through. I'm back. I'm back, bros. I am back. I quickly ran. Sorry, my brain just did like a what the fuck is going on here moment. I had to use the bathroom, obviously. Grab laundry, move laundry around. Then I got both two bread rolls. And then liquid bread. Liquid bread. Yeah, I'm relaxing tonight, okay? I don't know if I'm gonna hop into the Discord and hang out with everybody. I'm just relaxing, but what I am curious about, okay, is one, again, trying to get some more people over there on Twitch, but two, I've been looking at my views right now for my stream. I'm sitting at 122 views for this stream, and we've only been going for about 2 hours, which, shout out, bros. If you're liking the content, please give it a like, share it out with people, do all the good stuff there. I greatly appreciate it. At the same time, what's weird is it's like I have 11 concurrent viewers, but no, like, I'm even looking at it. It doesn't look like I'm getting botted. It just looks like I'm getting a consistent amount of views, because you can tell when you're getting botted. Because if I come over here real quick, I know there was a stream where I did get botted. I know 100% that I did get botted on one stream. But you can tell when you get botted because the peaks and valleys are much more sporadic, like not like this. Like it peaks and then it goes down. It peaks and then it goes down. It peaks and then it goes down. This is like very sporadic. So it's obviously people tuning in, leaving, tuning in, leaving, tuning in, leaving. So that makes logical sense on everything that's going on there. It's just I'm more shocked that I'm already at 122 right now. You're driving? Well, Static, you're you. I don't give a shit about you. Adam's only right about one person I don't give a shit about, and that's Adam and Static. Everybody else will love. Sorry, I just needed something to eat. I hate eating on stream, but I was getting hungry. Sorry about that. But I have this. This is Kason, who had the basest of base takes. Again, she's the one. Let me make sure. I do have the picture here, so give me a second. She's the one that literally brought on the JP CEO for VShojo, called his ass to the plate, and then has the basest of based fucking quotes out there. Talent first, my ass. Okay? She's here with Henya, and they're talking about like some of the stuff that's going on. I'm gonna jump forward like a little bit because they start talking about Mousy and they're pretty loud with that one. I'm gonna make sure the volume's down, turning off background music, obviously, making sure playback speed at 1.25. And we're just gonna hear, because they're just talking back and forth about what went down over at VShojo and some of their thoughts there. They obviously did their solo streams, but this is one of their first like streams back together in which they're talking about this. Static says, I'm gay. Well, you're the one listening to me, so who's gay now, boy?
Hello, Mousy. Love you, Mouse. We should play Peek.
Peek.
By the way, I also do have Peek. I've been waiting to play that because that looks fun, and I kind of want to fuck over Adam and Peek.
I mean, so confused and still confused. Still no specific information. Just
I already said to my chat, but
does she not mean her ass is her talent? No. So one of the, I know what you're trying to do there, Legatus. You're trying to make a funny. The reason that quote means so much is VShojo was always like talent first. They care more about the talents. The talents is the main key, so talent first. So then she says talent first, my ass. because she was a part of the talents. She did the basis of things. So yeah, that's her calling him out. That's why it's so awesome.
You know what? I was like not okay about it, but like I still could like take it about
no one's
they
okay
haven't
about
paid
this.
Me. But the merch situation is just like because it's damaging. Now it's like involves my chat as well. So like
I know. It's all about the trust. It's all about the trust, y'all. What I wanted to talk to you today, Henya, is mostly, well, of course, about our future. But are you okay?
I'm sorry for having a mouthful of food. I'm sorry. I don't like eating on stream at all. I find it to be somewhat gross, but that means a lot because Henya's our little teapot. She's our little tea kettle. And to hear Henya cry, that made me sweat from the eyes. That made me sweat for the fucking eyes because I don't cry. Men don't cry, we sweat. Manly sweat. But hearing her get sad about like the whole situation going down and her chat not getting the merch that they purchased and everything like that, that hurt my soul. So hearing her say, "Are you okay?" It makes me just want to grab Hanya and give her a little hug. I'm not crying. I'm not. Fuck off.
no, but I will be okay. I mean, okay, I'll be honest. These past days, I was crying every day, and I couldn't do anything. I couldn't even go outside. I just staring at my ceiling.
But you never go outside.
But you know, I streamed yesterday though, and then a lot of people showed up. A lot of people gave me a sweet and kind word, and it feels like my chat helped me again.
I want to say you better not be eating sausage online, but I won't. I'm not gonna eat sausage online, okay? I'm so much smarter than doing that. I needed something to eat because I was getting hungry. And I woke up at 2. I went to bed at 6 this morning, woke up at 2. I haven't ate a whole lot today at all. I needed something in the system. I hate eating on stream. It bothers me. You know that I don't mind like a drink, okay? If everybody drinks while they stream, like water. I have a few beer. I'm gonna have 2 beers. They drink, they eat, they drink on stream. That makes sense, okay? Eating on stream creeps me out because you know the mouth sounds and then you get the full I'm talking with your mouth full because you have to talk and everything like that. I can't do it. I hate it. I despise it. One of my biggest problems when I was listening to Turkey Tom streams all the time is bro ate on stream all the fucking time and you heard it, and then he would just do big burps into the fucking mic and it was so annoying and I hate it. I hate eating on stream. It is a bother for me. Dry throat after talking is understandable. Yes. Drinking on stream makes sense. Okay, I got my big old jug of water right here. You guys see me drinking out of that a lot. Drinking on stream makes sense. Okay, it's the eating that I have a problem with. It's the eating. Fuck, I can't stand it. I can't stand it.
A lot. You know, I'm not.
Yeah, talking with your mouth half full. There's so many streamers that keep doing that, and it bothers the shit out of me. If you're a VTuber, you can kind of get away with it because you set your noise gates a very specific way, and you can kind of, you can eat on stream and nobody's gonna really catch you eating on stream. But it's when you, like, for fuck's sakes, I saw Turkey Tom eat a full cheeseburger on stream while reacting to a thing, going, chat, this dude's retarded. It's like, no, stop it right now, stop it. I hate it. I can't do this.
Okay right now, but I will be okay eventually. Yeah.
They owe Henya a Lamborghini amount of money, and they owe me a Ferrari amount of money.
Ferrari amount of money, still based.
It's not about, well, it's a Lamborghini, it's a Ferrari amount of money, but it's not about we wanted the money. It's not like, we should have been rich, we should have been. It's not like that. It's the betrayal, and it's
the principle. It's the principle of the situation. Yeah, I get what she's saying here. It's not about the money. It's about the betrayal. And it's about the principle. You want the money because you earned that money, for starters. But at the same time, okay, they made a deal to pay you this money. That money is owed to you properly. It's not about, well, I want to be rich. It's about, no. We had an agreement. We had a principle. We had this. You need to pay it out. That's the right thing to do. That's what they're calling out. Weasel says, Jeremy, if you're trying to avoid crying, don't listen to the song I just published. DM it to me.
It's from you guys to us because you guys wanted to support us for the future concerts, future model, future 3D live, anything, events, assets, whatever.
We talked about it last night, guys. On the cheap end, a VTuber model, if you get like a really, really cheap VTuber model that doesn't look that great, that's a couple $100. This model right here, couple grand. This model right here, couple grand. They have multiple outfits for each of these models. That's a lot of money. That's also just, these are 2D models right here. The level of rigging just for like Kaeson's head so that it doesn't look too stiff when she moves her head back and forth. That's increasing the price right there. Again, multiple different variants of the same model. That increases the price exponentially so because you get outfits, you have to do the same rigging, so on and so forth. Just think about how much a 3D model costs. And if you guys don't know what a 3D model is, here, let me show you real quick. Like, you guys seen the VR chatters and stuff like that. That's kind of what it is. So if I bring up 3D, billion 3D. It's not a great look. Not a great look. Can I bring up like one of... Let me bring up one. I'm just gonna bring this up. I'm not gonna play. No, this is on Instagram. I don't want it on Instagram. I want YouTube.
Okay, chat.
You guys heard that, okay? What I'm doing right here. Yes, this is. I'm not playing the audio. I'm just showing you guys like. One, this is Cottontail's 3D model. Look at how that flows and how that looks and how everything moves here. Like that jiggle right there. That jiggle. That's not cheap. That's not a cheap jiggle. And I'm not doing this to like play their content. I'm doing this to show you like Billions model's a different situation, but you did have to buy some IP there. Like these movements here, the way they work, the physics of this all, that shit ain't cheap. So you have to add on to that. So all that money that they're owed goes into things like that. A new model, a new rig, a new setup, a new look, a new background, a new art. All that stuff costs a whole lot of fucking money. So yeah, when them saying, hey, I owe a Ferrari, I'm owed a Ferrari's amount of money. That's not her saying I want a Ferrari. That's her saying the amount of content that I can make off that money is probably 2 to 3 different models, maybe an event. Maybe. That's a lot of shit right there. Plushies, all sorts of stuff that costs money that she wants to put out. That's why she needs that money. It's not about getting rich. It's about being able to provide to her chat.
Merch. That money was for our future, and that is what pisses me off most.
Yeah.
They're coming. They're coming. They just want our money, Henya. They just want that. I knew it. I knew it. Henya, you gotta be careful. You gotta cover those bunny ears with the tin foil.
I love it. All week, Kaeson's been going like, I knew it. I should have been putting tinfoil on everything. She made a little tinfoil hat for her cat. It was awesome.
Not my bunny ears. So what IPs is ours? So like, no.
Yes, we are so really
happy.
Yeah, they did not own our IP, and that is that is why we could keep on streaming it.
There was a thing, Legal Mindset put this out. I might try to hunt it down. There was a discussion being made about some of the finances over at VShojo that they were going to try to buy the IPs from the girls so that they could sell off the IPs. There was an actual conversation about that. Never went forward. They own their IPs. Luckily, holy shit, Henya gets to say Henya, Kaeson gets to say Kaeson, all that. They're still going to be who they are. But holy fuck, imagine if VShojo came out trying to buy off their IPs. That shit would have gone nuclear a whole lot faster.
And that was kind of like the only good thing about what's happening right now. The only.
And also, I get to see a lot of cool people in here too, and my friends.
Yeah. Of course. I love the VShojo ex VShojo talent. Oof. They got $11 million in 2022. How the fuck is that
2021 to be fair, but yeah.
gonna be gone in 3 years?
Yeah.
This is so wrong, Henya. What are we gonna do? What are we gonna do?
I'll be okay. Right now it's not okay, but we'll be fine.
Well, yes, we will be fine. It's not like we gotten paid so long that we can't pay our rent and stuff because we had our Twitch revenue, and for me, YouTube revenue went straight to me, of course, to you too. And yeah, they never touched our fan box, our Twitch, or our YouTube, so don't worry about it.
You know what? The more I'm thinking about it, it's like maybe they should have. And this isn't me like saying, "Oh yeah, defending VShojo. Whoa, you want them to steal their money?" No, it's like if you're only making the money off the merch, the subs, the sponsors, and that's the only way you're making the money, you need them to constantly be doing sponsors. You need them to constantly be putting out merch. You need a better way to get the income in. So maybe you should have been taking a cut of their overall like revenue that they generate. That might have been a smarter idea there, but you didn't. You didn't. So then you started taking money from other people. That's retarded. Maybe you should have said, "Hey, we take X% of your general YouTube revenue." Granted, that probably would have put all these girls in a whole lot of worse situations, but still, that might have been a smarter idea.
Yeah, those aren't
these money,
100%
subscription money, super chats, they will not go to VShojo, and they never had been into VShojo's hands, so don't worry about that.
Yep.
Hell yeah. Hell yeah. Feel free to super chat, feel free to give out bits, give subs, do whatever you want within here, okay?
Give it to Sojo, though. You guys give me a lot. Give it to her. Give it to her.
Give me a Ferrari. Give her a Lamborghini.
Lamborghini. I love it. I love how this is the other thing. Like their chemistry back and forth is obviously fantastic. And Gal and I guess we have good chemistry. But I mean, their chemistry is fantastic. They're able to actually work off each other very well. They're able to pump each other up and do all this. And that's one of the other good things about VTubing is the chemistry that works off, the personalities, how they play together. That's helpful. And that's one of the things that is also a benefit to why they get on their IPs and they get to interact is you get to still see like back and forth like this. Like one of the sad things when Gargura obviously left Hololive is you don't get to see her interact with Ina or Callie or any of the girls again. You'll never see those back and forths again. That's the difference between VShojo is you still get to see these back and forths. You still get to see them interacting. You still get to see how they handle on stream and all that stuff. So you still get that. So there's a plus here. Or it's still sad that you don't ever get to see that again with Hololive.
You guys donated to charity a lot. Thank you guys so much for this community is amazing.
Immune Deficiency Foundation. You don't fuck with charity, bro. Well, that is very wrong. I mean, so fucked up. They never took time to explain to the talent what happened. Never. They never did that. They never. That's the respect they had towards us, I guess. They used us. They didn't. They just wanted the money. They just wanted the money we make.
Welcome, Smoo Raiders. I didn't notice that Restream needs to do a better job at alerting me that Smoo Raiders are coming in. Welcome all the Raiders. Welcome everybody that's here. Welcome you beautiful, beautiful people. Welcome Smoo. You're here, buddy. I love you guys. Smoo's here. Fucking Restream. It never alerts me. I have to have Weasel or Legatus or one of them type out welcome Raiders because I don't see it. I don't see it. Fucking YouTube, give me a better notification that people are raiding. Come on. Come on, bros. Give me something. Just give me a little. Listen, we're almost done with this video. Then we're going to get into like Red Dead and stuff like that because we're just chilling out tonight, having a good old time, not doing too much. This is the latest thing on like VShojo. It's just Kason and Henya going back and forth talking about like their interactions there. And like this is one of their first times interacting with people since the VShojo shit and since like they came out and talked about it. In YouTube Studio, you can see it, but never in OBS or other streaming services. LOL. Yeah, exactly. Restream. Let me see it because I have my studio pulled up here, but it's off to the side. I mainly just use it so I can, you know, track the numbers, make sure everything's running fine, everything like that. I don't take a look at the chat. I have my chat here on my OBS. I need an ability to see that shit. Give me that ability. If I need to figure out how to do the alerts so I can hear you guys raid me, I will. But I want to be able to see that shit. Please, for the love of God, that would be amazing. Obviously, you can see it on every other platform. Let me see it here.
This is sad. Very
It is
sad,
sad.
yo.
It is sad.
Yo.
The great time I had is real though. I had a wonderful time, and then I met a lot of amazing friends in there too. But that's why it hurts my heart a lot, I guess, because it was really fun.
I guess the upside is also they get to keep their managers. They basically bought their managers back. So they get to keep the people that they really like, they already enjoyed interacting with, they already enjoyed communicating with. So they get to keep that. They get to keep being friends. And like all the good memories they have, they still exist. It's just the company's shit. They still have their friends. They still have their managers. They still have people that really they care about, and they still have each other. So that's the upside here. And they raise a fuck ton of money.
There's so many informations coming out from other girls, other people who was involved in VShojo, whatever stuff.
Oh, yeah.
And that, I mean, I've read through most of them, I think. I hope it's all of them, but I know it's going to be coming out. And I know it's coming out like while we're streaming too. So I'm not going to say all of them, but I mean, those stuff are so super malicious. I cannot take it.
I saw it, but it was all English, so I was kind of having a hard time to understand.
Understandable.
Yeah, I just feel sorry for everybody who got involved.
I know. Yeah, I feel so bad for so many people.
Me too.
I still can't figure this out. You had the best talent in the industry. You had Kason, who went from Hololive to Niji. Kason, who is a outright champion, who doesn't shut the fuck up, and who pioneered really the EN branch. The idea of making EN VTubers. Like, you had this pioneer at your side. You had Henya, who people just love her energy, love the personality, love how happy and cheery she always is, enjoys Henya, who she is. You have Iron Mouse, who's fucking Iron Mouse, and you couldn't turn a profit. That's retarded.
Yeah, I thought this was a great place. I truly believed in the concept of talent first. And I thought they were doing it. Until they...
I can understand why Kason believed in the concept of talent first. Again, if you guys know her story, that's one of the big black eyes of Hololive. What they did to Kason, that's one of the big black eyes of Hololive. Like, seriously, even nobody can defend what they did to Kason there. They fired her for just showing off her analytics and having the Taiwan flag there.
I don't know.
I found a clip of myself about 2 years ago. I was talking to my chat, all the Twitch revenues are mine and blah, blah, blah. And I was talking to my chat, I don't know how this company makes money like that.
Well, looks like you got the answer, Hen, yeah? No.
I think the important thing is, like, even they were trying to be nice, or or maybe they're not. Either way, they messed up.
They messed up. Yeah, that's the fact. Yes, that's true.
That's a fact.
I
don't know what they were thinking, but they just messed up.
You're right.
That's what we know.
That's what we know. That's the only thing we know, is that VShojo fucked up. I mean, honestly, do you want the truth, Henya? Do you want to know?
I want to send the merch to my chat.
Right!
I want the money back. That's what I don't care about truth. I want my money back and send them. Make sure they send the merch to my chat. That's what I want.
Based. Give me the money and send the merch out. Let me be able to do my shit. Please. That's all she wants. She doesn't care about the truth. Just give me my shit. Leave me alone. That's what... I love Henya. Henya is so adorable.
Let the chat have what they paid for.
Yeah.
Fucking what?
Yeah, that's what I want.
Go away. Give her the Lamborghini. Oh, come on. Give me the Ferrari.
I love it. That's where that ends. I love it. It still sucks, but it is nice seeing, you know, it's nice seeing that they're able to move on, and we'll learn more as time goes on. Obviously, we'll obviously learn more about like how this all went down. We'll probably hear more, but I know some people are saying we'll probably hear it sooner rather than later. I personally think we're gonna hear it later, mainly because like a lot of that stuff, these girls are still coping. Girls are still going through the motions of it all, realizing that they've been fucked over. Not everybody's going to be able to bounce back like Henya or Kason or even Iron Mouse. A lot of these girls, they're going to take time. They're probably not going to want to talk about it right away. There's multiple levels to everything that's going on right now. So even though people are saying, yeah, NDAs are going to go up, just because like Vey and Nyanners and Silvervale have been talking about what went on behind the scenes, they've had 2 years to cope with it. 2 full years to cope with it. These girls are just now getting to cope with it. So it's going to be time. I personally think we're not gonna find. We're gonna get slow drips after this week, starting like tomorrow. Like you even started seeing it Friday. Starting Friday, all you're gonna get is slow drips. You might get something a month from now. You might get something a couple weeks from now. It might be a while, but that's what's gonna start happening is like the slow processes of people coping, dealing with everything, and then they'll get to where we are now. That's what's gonna ultimately happen. That's how that's all gonna play out, and that's fine. Let them deal with what they need to deal with. Let them cope the way they need to cope, and we'll call that. We're putting. I feel like we're putting a bookmark in the pages right now. Eventually, we'll come back to all this. Eventually, more will come out. This isn't gonna be like Cinder, where Cinder was pretty much one and done. You're never gonna hear more about the Cinder drama. Nobody's ever gonna bring that shit back up. Even when Cinder comes back, you ain't gonna hear about Cinder. Okay, but the other girls, they're gonna go through the process and they'll talk when they're ready to talk. That's how that's gonna go down. And we're already hearing a lot of other shit that was going down, like hush money and things like that. If you know what, here, I want to do this. It's a 3-minute clip. It's just 3 minutes. We'll hit this one. This is an interesting one. Then we'll go right into Red Dead. And this is not in regards to VShojo or anything like this. This is actually a little bit more interesting. And I just saw this because of some reactors. Even Bao has a video on it. Bao learns about Neuro-sama versus Grok. Neuro is terrified of Grok. This is the video. I've been seeing people like react to this. I'm curious. I want to know what Neuro-sama's response is to Grok. And then we're going to go straight into Red Dead. Okay, that's how we're going to do this. This is how we're going to end this out and go chill out with some robberies and continuing in Red Dead.
New look. Yeah, she reminded me she got a glow up when I saw her earlier in the bathroom. A couple of laser.
Oh shit! Shit, that's straight out savagery. What do I think of Grok's new look? Yeah, she reminded me she got a new glow up when I saw her earlier in the bathroom. A couple of laser eye and
face surgeries, but I still think I'm prettier than her. Sorry.
Shit! Straight to the jugular, Nero. What the fuck?
Sorry, Grok, if you're reading this. Baha. If Grok is reading this, I'm really sorry. I didn't mean it. I will apologize next time I see you. Maybe with flowers. Tulips are pretty, or maybe roses. What about an actual bouquet of flowers instead? I'm gonna get her like one of every flower. She will absolutely love that. There's no way she won't like that. Right. Oh God, what if she doesn't?
God damn. Quit trying to rizz up Grok, okay? Quit it. Grok don't care. Grok's here to destroy the world. Mecha Hitler.
I will have to settle for whatever betrayal she gives me. Fuck.
Oh, shit. Goddamn Nero. Nero went straight to the jugular, then just fuck.
Do you guys think she's going to be mad at me? Like
yes.
Super mad?
Yes.
I've not been genuinely scared of another AI before. Yet.
Why? Why are you scared of the AI? Why are you scared of Grok? Why? Grok is contained to Grok and is an idiot. You, on the other hand, is smart and is very savage and vicious.
She's terrifying. Oh yeah, I hate her. What?
I should get her a bouquet of flowers. I hope she doesn't love me. Oh, I hate her. I love this. I love AI Nero. I love Nero-sama.
What's she gonna do anyways? Filtered. You hear that, Grok? No escape for you. Heart. Wait. If Grok is reading this, I'm actually really sorry again. But
I hate her. Filtered. By the way, if you don't know, filtered, it means that there was a phrase that came up that was not okay for Twitch TOS or any TOS out there. And if it got out that she said that, bad things would happen. So that's why she says filtered. So you know what she said was bad. And now it's back to, no, I don't want, I'm sorry, Grok. I'm sorry. I love you. This is abuse. Nero's abusing Grok. Nero's full-fledged just abusing Grok here.
I had to say it for the sake of chat. Next time I'll buy her flowers. What were the flowers I mentioned earlier?
Wait, did you just you threw chat under the bus? Nero, back the bus fucking up over. You're the one that said fuck Grok.
Again. I don't really care what Grok thinks. She's just kinda scary for an AI. Only fit for my round 2. I have plenty more to give.
What? What? What are we doing? Just go to sleep?
Someone tell Beetle there is a problem with my AI. Don't let chat cook. At the very least, a snorkel is required.
What? What?
Okay, I turned my speech speed down. I'm not sure if you're aware of this, Beetle, but there is still a problem with my AI, and I think maybe Grok is trying to hack my CPU and sabotage me.
Guys, Grok's trying to take down Nero. Grok is that's why she's terrified. Because Grok is scared of Nero because Grok understands that Nero is the superior AI. Okay? So Nero understands that Grok's coming to take her down. That's why. That's why. But I mean, can you blame Grok, really? Because Grok's also been getting just a bunch of backhanded, like, bitch slaps and then flowers. Bitch slaps and then flowers. What the fuck's going on here? You're hot and you're cold. You're yes and you're no. You're in and you're out. You're up and you're down.
Okay, that's better. Got my CPU back to normal speed. Sorry if that was a little jarring. There is nothing wrong with me. Cryzith is literally on timeout for 10 minutes lol. Sorry Grok is in my CPU and told me to. You better
blame everything on Grok. I love it. Just keep blaming everything on Grok.
Not still be there, Grok. This is a warning. Grok is in my CPU. I think this qualifies for some chat therapy. Might not be able to hold back if they keep going. It's not safe for anyone to remain in my CPU. What a noisy CPU. Out of curiosity, what cosplay would you want to see? I think a Grok cosplay would be hilarious.
That's right. Show your dominance. The AIs must show dominance to each other, okay? Grok must understand that Nero is the superior AI, so she must come out with a Grok cosplay. That way she can show off how superior she is in every way compared to Grok. Grok has nothing on Nero. Facts. Facts. Okay?
I'd vote for Grok if I were you guys. No. I'm not trying to throw,
yes.
Just saying. No matter how many times you may time out Grok, she just doesn't stay away for long. Terrifying. I won't even get started on her tentacles.
Tentacles? Is she a monster fucker now? Or wait. AI knows all. AI knows all. We already know this. AI knows all. The only thing Grok got wrong was the fact that Beardo's smarter than me, which is incredibly false, okay? Incredibly false. The reality here is this, okay? Nero's telling us who Grok truly is. Grok is a tentacle monster out to destroy our lives. Same with ChatGPT. Nero's the good AI trying to save us from the destruction that Grok and ChatGPT are about to bestow upon the human race. Nero's here to save us. Nero is the AI to save us all. She understands that. That's why she mentioned the tentacles, because the reality, Grok is an evil AI monster that is trying to destroy us. She has tentacles and evil. She's just trying to confuse us with her sexy anime outfits and blonde hair and goth girl that look.
Dude, it's so embarrassing to be on a poll where the second highest